everybody. Welcome to Hero Club's weekly Twitch stream, The King of Tides. My name is George Primavera. I will be your Dungeon Master this evening, and welcome to all of you new people, all of our familiar people. Good to see you again. For those of you who don't know who we are Hero Club. We have a weekly, not a weekly, but just saying the same shit over and over again. We have a podcast where we take our D&D games that we record virtually around the table over Zoom or hopefully in person again someday soon. We take them, we edit them with sound effects and music, make them these really digestible, easy to, very accessible audio anthologies, comedies, dramas, all different genres. If you're curious about that, go to heroclubpodcast.com or check out the About section under this video. And once a week, we get together and just play without all that post-production in one of our familiar universes. If you've listened to Brand's Bargain, with the finale of which is coming up next week, get ready, y'all, it's crazy. Or Here There Be Monsters, you'll be familiar with the setting. This is our Emporia campaign setting. So, couple things to know. Everybody is playing anthropomorphic animal characters. In terms of technology, we're talking like mid-18th century, the height of piracy on the tropical continent of Emporia. Magic has been made completely illegal and is punishable by death or worse.
Yeah,
you got it. And then there is a one church that is dominant throughout the land. That is the Church of Soul. They worship the sun as a body of celestial power, and they assist the crown with magic suppression. Now we get to the fun part where we've got our whole crew back with us. Let's say hello to our PCs. Starting us off, Dylan McCullum. Say hey, Dylan.
Hey, everyone. I'm Dylan McCullum. I play fan favorite Nesbit Bisbee. He is a level 12 Anteater Swarmkeeper Ranger, and it falls to me every time to explain the best or worst part of our campaign setting, because animals be people, bugs be animals, and just think your little tiny earbuds that George has decided that only creepy crawlies happen and not big flies and buzzing happens, because really it's just crawling and not
Mostly
flying.
because that annoys me.
Oh yeah, no, me too. If it was flying, I think I would personally never have had it happen.
Yeah,
It makes me no. Crawling
It's
has honestly
little
gotten
cute Disney bugs.
It's cute. It's a little fun. It's like a little march of the it's a little tiny army just marching to have some fun.
Jackie Emerson.
Hello, I'm Jackie Emerson, and I'm playing Joanna Robbins, but her name is Joey, and she's 12, and she's also level 12. Rogue, arcane trickster, destruction cleric, jellyfish.
What a word association, baby. Yeah.
That 12-12 has really helped you out in a big
The
way.
12-12 is really aiding me, I'm going to be
Gabe
honest.
Greenspan.
Hi, I'm Gabe Greenspan. I play Zygo Coiltail. He is a little chameleon druid who is a jukebox hero. That's right. He's got stars in his eyes. If he had anything in his eyes, which he doesn't because he's blind.
I am positive you've used that one before.
I think so. I was grasping at straws. Grasping at straws. He's a level 12 Circle of Stars druid. Huzzah.
Huzzah. Hannah Bakerbaki.
Hi, I'm Hannah, and I play Akana, a level 15 Oath of the Ancients Canadian Goose Paladin. And my fun fact this week is that when I was a child, I had 2 pet frogs named Tiddly and Widley, and they lived by the kitchen sink.
Oh my god.
Nice, in the kitchen where frogs should be. Hell yeah.
It was just
The frog.
country life, kind of.
And finally rejoining us, Natasha Mercado.
Woo!
Hey, I'm Natasha. I play Zaza Checo. She's a hyena barbarian. She's a level 12 Path of the Ancestral Guardians and is a mummy lord.
And as a mummy lord, don't ever forget
Wow.
that. Don't you ever forget
Came
that.
back strong
Never.
as hell.
Oh boy, y'all. Okay, well, we've got some stuff to do today. Let's recap, shall we? So, after finally squaring a few things away, organizing with Bryony, an escape plan, essentially getting ready to be out of the city at a moment's notice, our party descends into the coiled plants that Zygo creates a path through. Zygo, correct? That's right? I didn't fuck that up? Yes.
No, that's...
Zygo reaches down and touches the vines of Venus, creates the portal into a massive tree in the red spine, where the storm is absolutely raging in the middle of Emporia, in this clay mountain range. They took some shelter on a raised house, as flooding is common in the Clay Peaks. These houses are mostly built on stilts. In the middle of the night, there was a creeping whisper that thunked uselessly against the odd chronomantic metal of Nesbit Bisbee's helm, making him immune to charm. A unknown charm spell of who knows how strong it was fails to influence Nesbit Bisbee. And so our party, here to banish demigods back to the divine plane, says, wait a minute. We're gonna kill this piece of shit. So,
Before we do that, we got a revenge mission.
before we do that, there's some business to take care of that matters. So, before that, roughly 8 or 9 hours previous, after that divine blast goes off in the hall as the staff of Olivier is created and formed in glorious fashion, coming back to consciousness in a foggy sort of state is Zaza Chekel. Zaza, when you open your eyes, everything is black and white. Everything that is dark in this black and white seems to kind of be like wisping a little bit. And at first it's like sort of a frightening visage and everybody starts kind of like talking around you. And then you're like listening to them and they sound kind of muffled. And you blinking hard, trying to pay attention to everybody, and you just sort of shake your head and you hear yourself give an excuse to leave as you are trying to shake this weird stupor that's come over you. You hit the elevator in Bryony's mine, come back out into the raging storm, and still, as this storm is going on pretty much full throttle, you see a bizarre smokiness that is filling the air around you. Almost like you are not on this plane anymore. But yet you are touching things, you're interacting, you move a door, you push the door, it moves with you, it definitely responds, things change. And then you hear like a whispering in your ear. Can you please make a wisdom saving throw?
Okay. 12?
So you hear a whispering. You're not able to discern exactly what is said, but you do catch the words.
What?
Only your name is audible.
Okay.
Everything is wreathed in shadow. Is there anything you do?
Everything's in shadow. I'm outside. It's raining. I just heard something whisper my name, Zaza. Okay, can I try to like bring up my ancestors?
You do so. Nothing happens in terms of like normally bones slamming together, but rather instead,
Oh my god. Oh, damn it, I am really out of shape.
Gizzy and Ezzy both fully appear in sort of a spectral form.
Okay. Okay.
Go ahead and make a medicine check.
Five.
25?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. You feel something strange, like a pain in like a horizontal band shape over your eyes. Like as if like somebody has just like scratched your cornea sideways. It's like an irritation. And that's sort of what you're blinking past right now. You glean that whatever that divine energy that knocked you unconscious a moment ago seems to have altered your state in some way. You're not sure how, but it's from this point of like injury, this radiant energy, specifically from a divine plane that is doing something to you here. Go ahead and make another wisdom saving throw for me.
Hey, kid, you don't look so good.
I
You should try eating something.
will. It's a 5.
5.
Do you hear that?
Do we hear what?
Something's being all creepy and whispering my name.
Look at me. I can poke through my own hand. That's not gonna get old.
What the heck? Okay, Zaza tries doing that too. Can I do that?
You cannot. You are just thunking into your hand.
Okay.
Take a moment. Take a beat. What's happening? Normally we'd be bones right now, right?
Yes.
How are we like this?
Well, I got hurt or blasted or something, and now there's a creepy whisper, and I'm in between dimensions or something.
Well, I don't know what to do. This is weird.
Oh my god. Okay. I guess, Gizzy, are there any snacks? Did you see anything?
She's going to make a check right now. Ezzy is going to make a check. Gizzy has no fucking idea what's happening.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not 100%. There's a letter on the mailbox. There's a letter on the mailbox. Why did I say that?
You, both your eyes turn over, and there is a letter kind of stamped to the mail, thunked into the post there.
Okay, so I'll go. Well, can I look at it first to make sure there isn't any spooky shit on it?
Yeah, you give it a look. It's actually just folded up, and there's a little cover over this mailbox so the letter doesn't get wet. Doesn't look like there's anything particularly wrong with it, but it is addressed to it's not addressed. It's just a letter with a little stamp from a blackjack officer.
Okay, I'll read it then.
You break the seal on it, take a look, and it is written just very quickly, Captain Marin would like to speak to you, urgent, would like a status update, and then it's signed Oliver.
Okay, so I don't know who this is for.
This is for your party. Captain Marin's lieutenant, the mouse Oliver, has been sent here to ask you for an update on closing the storm. But you know that your friends were dealing with that, and that's when you go to touch this letter. Go ahead and make another wisdom saving throw.
A dirty 20.
As soon as you make contact with the letter, a black wispy shadow just blasts down the road to your left, and then you see it just turn the corner around a house, and you hear the words, "Follow the path, Zaza."
You blasted me into a Donnie Darko. Oh shit, what? Sorry.
You are needed elsewhere.
Great.
Can you go ahead and make a perception check for me?
Yeah. And
10? Okay. One thing you notice is that all around you, there are wisping shapes. Kind of wreathed in shadow. They once in a while they stop in front of you and form these quick moving dark shadows, and then they blast past you or blast off somewhere else, all staying around street level, You're not exactly sure what this is. Go ahead and make. You're gonna. Do you want to follow this pathway down? I just want to ask.
Yeah, for sure.
You're gonna just slowly start walking.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be arm in arm with my little relative.
This is terrifying. What's going on?
Oh.
What are all these shapes moving around? It's kind of freaking me out.
But you can't hear the voices, but you can see the shapes.
I didn't hear any voices, but yeah, I can see these shadows. I don't know what that is.
Huh. I don't know.
Question.
Yeah.
Is I don't know. It's too cloudy to tell, but it feels like the rain's falling harder. It stings a little bit.
Oh. Can I do any perception check on that?
Yeah, you can. Go ahead.
Do I know anything about the rain? I forget.
Make a nature check.
Nature check. 3.
3. You have no idea what's going on right now.
Okay, well, yeah, let's follow this path. We can, run away if it's not good. Do this.
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
You continue down the path. As you do, you realize that this shadowy passage, this like cloud that is basically showing you the path along the ruined cobblestone of the trough. It is leading you, as you get to the edge of the city, down towards Captain Marin's cabin.
Okay.
Go ahead and make a quick perception check for me.
15.
When you are moving down where the cliff starts to separate a little bit, like the walls become even taller, you begin to descend onto a beach, and on the top of a rock, everything's black and white and hard to see. You see somebody standing on top of the rock, and you swear to God, for a second it looks just like you.
Huh.
The figure is looking away from you, and as you start approaching, it turns its head to look at you. It is indeed a hyena, 2 whited out eyes, quickly observe you, and then disappears, gone. Like disappears, smoke like wisps where that creature was, and there's nothing there anymore.
Hey, you guys just see that? You just see that?
Do we see what?
There was a hyena at the top of that, and it looked just like me, except the eyes were whited out.
What? What?
Did you see that? What? You guys see that? Oh my gosh. Okay. No.
I am not paying attention. Wait.
Dang it!
You said it looked like you.
It looked just like me, but the eyes were white.
Interesting. Your name is... Huh. Oh, that's what's going on. I think I know what's happening right now. And, I think a trial is coming. Not on... It's hard to describe. Ready yourself for combat.
Okay, Zaza
Be
checks
ready.
for her weapons. Does she have anything?
You have your weapons as normal. More dark shadows. You make it to the gates of Captain Marin's boathouse. And as you open the gate, everything suddenly loses that shadowy quality, and you are back on the beach and standing where you are, shooting towards you. Bones start to rack up of your relatives standing right outside Captain Marin's gate. They quickly, as they form, dive in bushes. And you are standing on the boat as normal, or not on the boat, on the in like the front path at Captain Marin's seaside cottage, up on stilts in the ocean. Both of your skeleton relatives roll an 18 and a 19 on a stealth check, and there is no reaction as you appear at the gate. There's also no guards at the gate, which there usually are.
Okay. Okay. Now I'm blasted back in. Okay.
Go ahead and make either a nature or perception check, your choice.
Perception. Oh, 23.
23. You see that the clouds have changed shade and shape, and it is no longer nighttime. It is early morning.
Can I do an investigation check? Like, what up with this?
You can make an Arcana check.
Okay, see? I'm smart. 13.
13. Hard to say. Could be some kind of chronomancy, but 8 hours has just passed.
Okay. I'm gonna whisper to my peeps. Izzy! Why'd you hide? What are you doing? Am I supposed to hide?
One thing that becomes apparent to you is there is still a whispering on the wind. So I'm gonna ask you to make one more wisdom saving throw.
Come on, baby. Damn it. 9.
Okay.
Show your heritage.
So you're good.
The end of the line, forever preserved. From divine to the infernal.
Okay. Okay, so Zaza's gonna have her awesome, not mallet, what is it called? My maul.
Maul. Or do you want to be wielding? So they gave you last time Akana. You realize that on your person right now is Akana's returning great axe.
Oh, yeah, let's try it.
You don't even remember her giving it to you, really, but this is Akana's like returning great axe is here. It does a D12 slashing, and you can throw it, I believe, 60 feet.
Wow. Okay.
And then you can call it back to you as a bonus action. So there's your bonus action.
That's right. Okay.
So
So
do you want to take that out?
why not? That seems fun.
Okay, the glittering chronomantic, or not even chronomancy, just like the enchanted great axe that you picked up from that time tunnel. You walk forward. Are you going into the boathouse or like into Captain Marin's quarters?
I'm gonna do. Can I do another like investigation check to see if there's any like traps or anything or?
Go ahead and make you can either make a perception check or an insight check in this moment, and both will reveal to you different things.
Perception.
Okay.
23.
It's abandoned, except for one silhouette moving in the top room. No guard presence. No, like deck hands moving about. Just one presence with a 23. Pacing back and forth in the top room is Captain Marin.
Captain Marin. Okay. And can I do an insight or is that I don't need it now?
You can do an insight on your next move unless you're really just going to hang out here and just gauge the feeling.
I want to stealthily climb up the house.
On the exterior,
Yeah, baby.
roll a stealth check for me.
Okay. It's a 13.
Okay,
It's a
got it.
strong 13.
Strong 13. Go ahead and make an athletics check for me.
25.
25. So you kind of loudly start clambering up. Just like once in a while you hit like a gutter that goes like real bad, but like mostly it's like a little piece of wood, snap, crack, bang, bang, bang. You keep going up, all the way to this. You see that spiral tower is kind of like coming to like this lighthouse finish up at the top of this little otherwise square and then like round coming out. And up in this top room, you get up to the window with a stealth of 13, and immediately you get up to the window to peer in. You see Captain Marin, like clearly has like some kind of cup of tea in her hands, and she is writing something pretty fervently, like with like long script, and is takes like a little bug off of a shelf and whispers something to it and opens a window and throws it outside. And then you come up and she like just immediately looks down to the left and sees you there. What the salt are you doing?
I thought you wanted me here.
Why are you outside the building?
I thought this would
Get
be
inside!
better.
What are you doing?
For all of us. Okay. And then she goes inside.
It's a 40-foot fall. What are you thinking?
I'm pretty strong.
Ugh.
Sorry about that. I just thought I wanted to be stealthy as possible.
She closes the window. All you hear is the soft pitter-pat of rain on the panes. So, what's the update? What are you doing here?
Oh, everything's going good right now. I got hurt a little bit, and my head is kind of hurting, but I found your note, and I wanted to come back and talk to you.
What note?
Didn't you leave a note on the mailbox?
Are you here? Who gave you a note to come here?
I found a note on the mailbox from Oliver that said you wanted to see us.
She does not respond.
Can I do an insight check? Or
Yeah, go ahead and do an insight check.
Oh, or can I do perception instead?
You can do a perception check.
God dang it. I botched.
Okay, you're just staring at her. You notice that she goes kind of still, and she stops breathing, but not in like a way that like she starts to tremble.
Huh? Is that okay?
I
Is
think
he okay?
we'd better get out of here. She walks past you, looking out the window back to where you came, and coming down the pathway are several scores of blackjack soldiers, led by Boris Niles,
Oh no. Why are you
with
doing this?
Oliver at his side.
Okay. Okay.
Where are my guards? Where am I? Go ahead and make another perception check.
13.
You do not see any of the guards around, but you do see your relatives in the bushes below, trying to signal you frantically,
Yeah.
and they are pointing behind other bushes
Yeah.
where bodies have been stacked
Oh.
and hidden.
Okay. So,
Woof.
What?
can you
Why?
fly? Can you fly?
You're asking her a question. She's having like a full breakdown as she watches Oliver walking with Captain Boris Niles. Then he knows everything.
Okay. Can you fly? She grabs her shoulders. Can you fly?
He knows everything.
Can you fly? I'm gonna slap her a little bit. Can you fly?
Okay, you slap her. I can fly.
I need
Salt, I can fly.
you need to get out of here.
She pulls off a saber off the wall and goes to a desk, rips open the drawer without unlocking it, pulls a blunderbuss out. I'll kill him. I'll kill him. She starts walking down the stairs, starts pulling armor off the wall. Come to my house. I train you in swordplay, and this is how you just strapping like bombs onto her side.
Are you sure you want to do that? We can escape right now. Let's go. Ready? Come.
Roll a persuasion check for me.
Okay.
Here for this energy.
15.
15?
Yes.
She grabs you and says, I treated him like my little brother, and he sells me out to Niles? No. I'm not leaving here alive, but neither is he. And she walks down the stairs, blasts past you, and goes just like a sharp whistle, and you hear like a and she is clearly moving some kind of cage that you can't see.
Okay. What the frick? What the frick? Okay.
Zaza running after. What the frick?
Yeah.
What the frick?
Okay.
You chasing her afterward, you see her, she is basically there's a nice kennel where she is releasing a rideable hunter scorpion.
Okay.
She gives it like a treat. That's right. Ugh! She gets back on top of it and just opens like a little side hatch that is on the side of the building on the second story, and there is a ramp for the scorpion to like walk down on the exterior. And she just looks back at you. Are you coming or aren't you?
Well, what do you want me to do? You want me to fight with you? Is that what you want?
She just kind of stares at you for a moment.
I need you to be straight up with me. What do you want me to do? You want me to fight or what?
She pulls the saber. What do you think?
Okay.
She starts getting outside and is
Zaza
kicked off on it.
Zaza rages.
Okay, amazing. Zaza rages.
Zaza rages.
And we are
Zaza
cutting
kills
away
Boris
from
Nile
that.
in this fight.
And we cut away from that scene.
What the heck? Oh no. Okay.
Fucking man.
If Zaza had not chosen to stay and deal with her own stuff, you would never have known this was happening, and the odds would not be very good. And they're still not good, but they're not as bad as they could be. Okay. Back in the Red Spine. Our group wakes up after a restless night of sleep.
Well, so, George, we like seanced this body that we found coming down the river, right?
Oh, right. In the morning, that's right. So, Bickley, the ostrich, who sort of befriended you in a tangential sort of way, washed up dead. He was from your encounter back in the Red Spine all those weeks ago. Survived what had happened there. And after seancing his body, the spirit rests. You see the purple dust sprinkled over his corpse. His visage is twisted and clearly in a horrified position before he dies. And one thing you guys notice as you wake up is that the light never comes. The sun does not penetrate the darkness of the clouds here. And it feels like it's still in the middle of night.
Well, Zago promised to bury this guy. There's not really a way to bury him in what I'm guessing is the mud that's sort of
Slurry.
sloughing a lot, right?
That's right.
So, he'll, with hopefully the help of Akana, we'll sort of carry him back into the house that we stayed at, the just elevated platform. Try and brush off as much of this purple powder as I possibly can. cover his body sort of in mud, just sort of encase the body. And then producing flame in my hand as I walk down the steps of the building. Just let the fire sort of move onto the wooden house and let it catch.
And it burns. Despite the rain, you guys leave a burning shack behind you. As you trek a little bit further away from that building, let the burning take place. Gather up on a little beachhead away from the river of slurry that surrounds this house, kind of wading through. Nesbit again helping you take the quicker path. You know that to the south is where you need to go. You recognize the two twin peaks. You recognize those massive snake-like spirits moving in and out of the clouds. But there's also a threat lurking who knows where, stalking you. Group makes their plan.
What is the plan?
Do we want to try to begin moving in the direction we know that we need to go, and keep our senses open, such as it were, to an ambush?
I suppose the question is, do we want to head towards one problem, hoping the other one finds us beforehand so we can deal with it first? Because we probably don't want to deal with both at the same time.
That is certainly true.
But there are ways we could find him, right? We could,
Certainly,
I know
yes.
I can try something, but
I
he can't see us. So that's why I want to know how he got here.
Well, not magically, but I think sometimes you might all forget that there are ways to track those without magic. Sometimes you can become reliant on it. He may just be up there, looking down. That's all it takes, really. Been here long enough. This is where we met Tash, lived here long enough. These are his hunting grounds. Hunted enough people. I don't like being hunted. You all
We
know
could
that.
lure him out.
Certainly. Though I do not know if we are in the most optimal place to take a fight right now.
And I don't know if he would, because it's very much not in his favor. If we're all here and awake, that's why he tried to come for us at night.
I think no matter what, we should try to find higher ground, both to get out of the muck and for you all to have some sort of a sight line to try to at least have that over him.
Agreed. Also, just before we get moving, Joey, Sven, Zygo, come here. And Nesbit will just kind of awkwardly just, do you mind if I just protect you a bit? Just protect just a little bit.
Of course.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna hug you all a little quickly, and then Nesbit will just kind of hug, like a little group hug, not and just kind of
Sven
tap
gets like
quickly.
trapped in the middle there.
Quickly tap, and the ants from his fur will just kind of, a few of them will each kind of go on to each of them, as I'll cast Aid at 3rd level.
Oh, great.
So all of your HP just goes up by 10.
Huge.
Dude, thanks.
And damn.
All right, adding 10 to Sven.
Yeah, so it's just max
Just so we
HP.
know what Sven is. Sven is a level 8 sorcerer.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
He has
That's
extremely
a level
low hit
8.
points.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's our little buddy.
That is what a level 8 sorcerer means.
He has 42 hit points.
Wee, that is very low.
Wow.
So now
but now
he
he
has
is
52.
52.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know.
Oh wait, is it
He
just
is.
his max HP, right? Not
The,
10,
ma-
right?
the max
Right,
HP
max.
goes
So
up
you could
by
put
10,
temp on top of that as well.
and it instantly goes up by 10. Yeah.
Huge. Awesome. 52.
And it lasts for, it's not concentration, and lasts for 8 hours. So I figure
That's
I might as
awesome.
well
What an
just
incredible
do
spell.
that
Hell fucking yeah.
at the
What
beginning
an
of the
incredible
day.
spell.
Thanks, Dylan.
Yeah. All right.
Joey's gonna turn back to the group. What is the likelihood that we fight the storm creatures today?
What is the likelihood that they find us and decide that they do not want us to be there? It is hardly up to us necessarily. We are trying to both find the mages who are within the mountains, banish these creatures, and also get rid of Tash once and for all. It is a heavy workload we have given ourselves.
Have you seen the creatures? Do you know what we're up against?
Can't really see anything
Um,
because he's blind.
I'd say. I know sometimes it may seem annoying to hear me speak of destiny and the like, but I'm not here to slay creatures of divinity. I think that whatever's happening, it's done by beasts like us. I'm here to. I hope we don't have to fight these things. I think that what we will be fighting, Joey, is more of us.
Those who wish these creatures to be here.
I understand your point, though. Do I think we will be fighting them today? Yes, with our luck. It seems that that's going that way.
George, tell me if I can't do this.
Okay.
Great start.
Yeah.
But Joey's gonna hold out her hand, and a wisp is almost going to come off of it as she casts Minor Illusion, creating a miniature version of that shape she saw in the sky.
Yeah. Yes. 100%.
So she creates like a mini version of the sea serpent that just starts swirling around. And she watches it almost hypnotically. This is what we're up against.
And there's two of them.
Joey kind of like twists her hand, and a second one appears, twining with the first.
There's like a very faint, like, you can't do two effects at once, right? It's just the,
Okay, maybe not.
the image, right?
Yeah, it's just the image.
But so it's both of those little intertwined serpents kind of like chasing each other through the sky. These eel snake creatures, some kind of long, kind of finned gills off on the side, but also have like a scaly, like slimy quality. But again, that's really hard to discern through anything but just like the artistic way the wind and the water that they are comprised of are moving to simulate a texture. But these are, you guys determined that these are definitely like elemental creatures.
Joey snaps and they disappear.
I did not know about all of you, but I am getting very wet. Perhaps we stop moving.
Yes. Let's go.
Okay.
I'll maybe fly above everybody and see if I can. I'll just be making like, if there's any other perception checks or.
Let's do a perception check with advantage for Akana.
Great.
And then everybody, what's the highest passive perception we're working with? I believe it's
Probably Zygo.
19
Zygo,
for me.
but 30 foot kind of limited for that 19.
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
17?
17. Great.
18.
Okay, cool.
Oh, 18.
Hilarious.
Well.
So, Akana, go ahead and make that perception check with advantage. And then let's have everybody make a stealth check, group stealth check.
18 perception.
No, group stealth check means that we're going to go with, 18 perception.
I got a good one.
Do
What'd
I
you
also
get?
make a stealth because I'm flying?
You do make a stealth
31.
check. 31, okay.
11. That's not bad.
11,
22.
What'd you get?
22.
22.
Great.
16.
Okay.
I'm gonna think that the 31.
31,
balance that out.
11, 16.
21.
22.
22.
22.
Okay. So we'll take like 16, the two middle ones, since it's an even split. We'll take the average of the two middle ones. So 16 and 22 renders your check at about a 19.
19, give or take. Yeah.
Okay. So moving through at a 19 stealth check together. Nesbit again trying to keep you guys all layered up on the same path. We are heading, I believe, toward our goal. Is that correct? Just trying
Our
to look
goal
for
is
higher
like
ground?
up in the mountains, right? Like that is.
Yeah, but are we
ultimately where-
moving southward a little bit?
southward a little
Yes.
And just
Trying to
getting to the
get
first top
up.
of the first mountain?
bit? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's have everybody make athletics checks at advantage. That advantage is for Nesbit's ability to get everybody through difficult terrain. What you're going to encounter here is going to be very steep, mudslidey clay that would otherwise be like very difficult to pass. So this is going to be a group check of all of you helping out together. Let's see what you get. Go ahead.
What
You
kind
want-
of check is this? Strength?
Athletics.
Am I
Great.
rolling it because I'm flying?
No, you're good. You don't have to roll it.
Can I
We're
roll
all-
it anyways to help out the
Yes, you
group
can.
thing?
Yes, you
Okay,
can.
great.
You can bump the average of the group up. Yes.
Athletics with advantage or no?
Not for you. No
Not for
athletics
me.
with advantage.
Here's my question, George.
Oh,
Given-
yes. I'm
oh.
sorry. Yes, because you're having it with advantage because of Nesbit. Yes, you roll with advantage. I'm sorry. Go
Um,
ahead, Jackie.
I was just saying, given that I rolled a 5 plus 0, which is 5, would it behoove me, now that I have my cloak back on, to just kind of flutter a couple inches above the
Yeah,
earth?
if you don't want to make a check, you can just fly.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
You just,
23 for me.
23. Nesbit.
Nat 20.
Hilarious. Zygo.
Amazing.
19.
Even
Wow.
Zygo is trucking it in his goddamn fancy pants. Yeah,
It's
hell yeah.
dirty.
You guys start
Fancy.
booking it up this clay, sludgy hill. Everybody's got their weapons on. It looks like a bunch of Marines walking through the muck. You guys are just like in a hostile environment. Nobody should be surviving here. And in fact, as you get higher and higher up, you start to see more and more like abandoned towns, just like little wooden outcroppings. It strikes you that, man, Tash could be in any fucking one of those, or he could just not be in one of those. As you guys get to the top, let's have everybody make, this is going to be a flat perception check. It's going to be disadvantage for the conditions, but advantage for the height. So let's have everybody go ahead and make that perception check.
George, do you do if advantage disadvantage cancels, they're just canceled, or do you do like you could do 2 advantages to unstack a?
No, full cancel.
Great.
No stacking advantages. I know a lot of people love that, and I had like a little thing where like I was talking about that rule. I like it for my own reasons. My question will be this to you. An optional rule I've been considering is if you have stacked advantages and disadvantage, like 1 disadvantage and say like 3 elements of advantage, for each element of advantage above the disadvantage, you would add a +1 for your roll. So there would be a potential like +2 if you've got
Oh, that's
3
fun.
elements of advantage, but you wouldn't get the
actual
or
advantage of the roll.
back.
That's a
Does
cool
that
idea.
sound fun to everyone?
Sure, I'm not gonna do the thing I was necessarily gonna do,
Okay.
but it's good to know.
Cool. Great, you guys get up top
For
there. Go ahead and roll those
perception.
perception checks.
17.
17.
24 for a
17.
good 30 feet.
17, 17, 24 for 30 feet,
10.
and 10. Okay, you guys span the whole thing of this. All that you see is some more activity up by the storm. There is another like booming of thunder as they collide midair and kind of separate from each other as there's like this kind of radiant burst of water and air, like an ocean wave crashing in the distance. You don't get a lot of sound, but you get a little bit of the rumble. And it doesn't light up like lightning. It lights up like a radiant burst. So interestingly, let's have Zygo, Akana, Nesbit, you three roll a nature check.
I
16.
botched. Amazing.
Amazing.
13.
Zygo, you're starting to glean after like watching a couple of like bursts of lightning that the lightning is not electrical. It's radiant.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
Now that you're looking at it this close and you're not smelling the fry of lightning, you kind of realize that it's always been radiant since the storm started.
Right.
Radiant lightning has been thundering down
Right,
on
this
Emporia.
is more divine than it is natural. The sky is alight with radiance, not with currents. That will be harder to control or to mitigate if these creatures do happen to turn their ire against us.
And also means they'd probably be less susceptible to
Any sort of radiance that we would throw their way.
And is there something they might be more susceptible towards?
They are divine beings. We have encountered one of those before. It didn't seem to have any sort of things that it was susceptible to necessarily.
George, can I roll a check?
Yeah, what kind of check would you like to roll?
A fun one. No, one that would tell me like what these things might be susceptible to, since I know them.
Yeah. So a banishment spell, if you can get it to land, would be exceptionally effective. You'd get it back to its plane of existence without even having to fight it, and as long as you could lock it in place for a minute, it would be permanently gone. That's
Right.
one. Because that strikes you because that's been on your mind about you.
Yeah.
The other thing, brute force. Just like you guys know you're powerful. Like if you think that you can take these things in combat, banishing them is always an option through combat. Killing them on this plane will not kill them. It will simply send them back. You know that to be
Right.
true as well. The other option is to get to the spellcasters that are summoning them and break their concentration.
Oh.
Gotcha. And so, and I know it has to be 2 spellcasters because there's 2 of them, or could one have summoned both?
Not sure. That's a detail that you haven't figured out, but you did get like the impression that like Ender was taking cover in a cave. It could be that if he summoned both of them, they became too powerful for him and like forced him away. But that wouldn't really explain why he's maintaining concentration on it.
Or yelling at someone, because he was also yelling.
He was also yelling in Avian at somebody outside the cave. That's right.
Yeah.
You guys also know there's like an academy of magic users out in the Red Spine, meaning that mages out here are probably more common than they are out in like the cities and stuff. Could be some kind of conflict. You guys also know that Ender was trapped in a time case for 40 years.
Right. Okay. But in terms of a particular type of damage that they are more susceptible to?
In terms of a type of damage.
Yeah, like radiant, obviously they're gonna, have
Go
it or
ahead and
whatever.
roll. Let's have it be a religion check. Or a nature check, your choice.
Oh, religion.
I figured.
27.
Okay. 27 is great. You suspect they probably have immunities to lightning, probably to thunder, probably to poison, because they're not even like really like flesh and blood creatures. and they've probably got at least resistance, if not immunity, to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks. Perhaps they're still, like, elementals are affected, but like less severely. What else would you know? You also know on that kind of hit that these are, let's see, 27 is fucking fire. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you like how threatening these guys are. Real up. I'm gonna give you what their challenge rating is.
Oh shit.
Each of them. Both of these creatures have a challenge rating of 23.
Oh fuck.
So they might be hard to beat. We might want to go after the mages.
I do have banishment.
We have to get them to the ground. Is that right?
Banishment's a charisma saving throw, right?
Mm-hmm.
They do have a high charisma save. I will tell you that.
My
as well,
charisma.
You have a high charisma. That is also
Yes.
true.
Yeah, you have a high
Especially
spell
now I
save with
do,
that
and now
stick.
it's-
This is also true. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you throw enough at it, you never know. But a creature like of challenge rating 23, is bound to have some tricks up its sleeve.
Right. The very last thing that I want is for Tash to somehow find us while we are trying to shut this down, and worse than that, try to take some of this power or harness it himself.
Really quick, can I ask, are you guys all like huddled on a like mountain ledge, like all staring out at this storm?
I think if there's any kind of cover, we've probably tried to get underneath it, but for the
Okay.
most part, yeah.
Okay, cool. So you're like under some cover, like kind of in like a little bit of a low overhang. Rain is falling past you,
Maybe there's a
staring out
tree.
onto the thing. And then in like a flash. Oh no, so sorry.
George, those horrible music.
Don't do
I
that
know.
to us.
And then you all die.
There is a rising of metal, seemingly magical arcane, just sort of like rises into place, and all of a sudden, all of you guys are locked in some kind of cage.
Oh, great.
Just a cage springs up all around you.
Is there a lock?
There is no lock.
Is there look, I'm a rogue with big sleight of hand. Is there like any
This feels
Well-
incredibly magical, right? This
It's
effect.
exceptionally magic. Go ahead and roll an Arcana
damn
check.
it.
And anybody who wants to try to like glean what spell this is, go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
100%. 16.
15?
16.
15 for.
I
I also have Dispel
16 the
Magic,
highest?
and I could try to do that if that.
Is 16 the highest?
I
Uh,
think
Yes.
I have wheel today. I could make it higher.
You right now at a 16, you're not sure what this is.
How many wheels do you get?
5.
Up to
Could be a
you.
long day. I'm
Could be a
okay
long
not
day.
knowing. I'm okay,
Okay.
not
Yeah.
knowing for the time being.
It absolutely just like locks up. And then all of you hear in your minds a creature speak to you.
Come back to my neck of the woods, have you? I've been waiting for you. I've been looking forward to the day that I could repay you tenfold in kind for what
Can I
you-
cast Dispel Magic, please?
You cast Dispel Magic, and it instantly fails.
Oof.
You immediately glean that the spell cannot be dispelled by the spell Dispel Magic. I said a lot of spell there, but Dispel Magic is ineffective on this spell.
Well, that's too bad.
Damn.
Very specific.
As the voice talks, Joey's hand kind of clenches into a fist, her left hand. And all of a sudden she cries out as the jellyfish on her arm pulses a deep, dark red color. And she instantly loses. She loses 4 hit points.
Okay.
But there's her arm starts glowing this different kind of red color around the jellyfish.
Okay.
That's just happened.
That is new.
is
George,
that?
this Yeah, let's address that for a second.
Yeah.
What's happening is you first of all, these bars are like they have a half inch of space in between them. And you don't see Tash, but it's clearly him speaking to you telepathically, which means that he must be within a range to speak to you telepathically, but just out of sight. He continues to address all of you. If you wanted to speak kind of on a shared channel, you can all still speak to him. He is saying everything to all of you.
Tell me, why have you come back? I really thought I'd have to journey to find you.
We don't like you.
I gathered as much. You'll be pleased to know that I sorting hate the lot of you. And it would please me very greatly to see you buried in a stone cave when this storm is over with.
You start to notice that clay is starting to build up at the entrance of this little overhang, just dripping along the bars of this magical cage. Not hardening, but gathering as the cage kind of scoops it into place.
Don't worry. I'll keep you company while you suffocate.
Honestly, we'd kind of forgotten about you because we have a lot of other bigger problems.
Really? Like what?
It doesn't matter. It's nothing that concerns you. But it was just, we thought, we're coming back here, right? Tash is going to be here. We were honestly have been very much an afterthought this whole time.
So you're not worried about the impending asteroid headed for the planet? Ready to impact in the surf and give birth to a whole new kind of creature. A dominant life form. And our humble plane will be merely an egg for a god.
Yes,
George?
we were thinking that maybe we would try to stop that.
Go ahead, Nesbit.
While this is happening, Nesbit's just looking around. Can I see outside of the cage?
You can barely see outside the cave. You are seeing you definitely can see land outside, if that's what you're asking.
Meaning outside of the cage itself, I can see outside.
You can see outside the cage, yes. He is not in front, but yes, you can see land and air outside.
Well, we could always try shoving the egg down your throat again. That seemed to work pretty well last time.
As they talk, Joey, all of a sudden, Joey's body kind of thrums. And as that happens, the light seems to bend around her head as she casts Warp Sight and attempts to see around the corner of the cave.
Oh, man. You see around the corner of the cave, you look up and there is a tree that is stuck out at a diagonal angle above you guys. You glean just from his position that there... actually, go ahead and make a perception check for me. Perception with disadvantage. Disadvantage.
Oh, it's good. 22.
Beats a 21 stealth check.
Ooh.
You see an invisible Tash resting in a branch of a tree diagonally hanging over the cage that he has cast.
So he's above us.
He is above you. Yes.
All right. I'll just quickly whisper that to the group. Maybe I even cast a message so they just get it in their brains.
That's great. Yep, smart. Make sure he doesn't hear it.
Okay.
Yeah.
This cage isn't preventing any of her spell casting from happening, right? It's all...
It is not.
Okay.
It's just anti-dispel magic.
Let me double check really quick. No, it is not affecting that spell in any way.
Okay.
So Nesbit...
And Joey's told us where he is.
Joey has given you a message being he is up and probably about He's probably like 100 feet up above you, like up the mountain, and invisible and perched on like a diagonaling out tree. So this guy's got cover. He's invisible. He is in like a perfect fucking spot.
Nesbit takes a moment, looks at Joey, and genuinely hugs her. Like, instead of the group hug, just kind of genuinely hugs her. And then we'll look outside, and his eyes will go fractal for a moment as a swarm of ants will start forming around him. And then all of a sudden the swarm gets thicker and thicker, and then in a flash, he's gone. As he attempts,
are you attempting to
trying
teleport
to
out?
Misty step out.
Okay. I need a charisma saving throw from you.
Add 3.
Okay.
Add 3.
Okay. It's a -2 because of my charisma save, but add 3
Plus 3
1.
is so you have a +1.
17.
I'm gonna wheel it.
Ah,
Good.
Gabe.
And roll.
Gabe, you beautiful
Rolled
beast.
really high,
That's
obviously.
right, that was
but
tough. Add 6 to that.
Yes.
You
Yes.
disappear with Joey? Are you
I can't do it with
You
Joey.
can't
It's just
cast
a misty
with her,
step.
right? Yeah,
It's
that's what I
just
thought,
a
just a
misty step. I was
misty
just
step.
hugging her.
You pop out of this cave. Immediately, you get in your mind's like. You appear in a as the bugs disappear, washed away by the rain. You see that disturbing little shape up on the tree, but that is still invisible.
Yeah, and I'll just take 2 shots at disadvantage, right?
Yeah, 100
Can I
feet.
take 2 shots?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Let's go ahead. We are gonna roll initiative across everyone now.
The board.
Across
Yeah.
every. Yeah, we're gonna start doing the big boy-ish. How do you guys want to do it? Do you want to bounce back and forth between locations? Luckily, we're in a position where it's like all theater of the mind, so we don't have to go between a map or anything. Do you want to go in true order, or do you want to go between scenes?
Like, everyone will take their
order.
turn in one scene, and then
Technically,
everyone
everyone's
takes their turn.
fighting out in the rain, so it's kind of like, no different to me. It's up to you
It's
guys.
true. I mean, it doesn't matter either way, because either or.
I would
true
say
order or
maybe
not.
like everyone moves in a given scene, everyone moves in the other scene,
Yeah.
in the order that they're in.
That way we don't get too confused.
Amazing. Okay, it sounds good to me. So let me just, for me, I'm gonna build a little initiative tracker, and then I will tell everybody what's going on.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe we do it like a D's.
Oh, God.
721. Okay. Nesbit, what did you get?
Sorry.
No worries.
That is a 19.
19 for Nesbit. Zygo, what did you get?
25.
I forgot your initiative's insane.
It's insane.
Every fucking time. Unreal.
It's good to have the caster go first.
Zygo, 25. Nesbit, 19. Akana,
1.
did you botch?
Yeah.
Okay, a botch
Oh.
means no action on your first turn.
That's okay.
Okay. Yeah, no action on your first turn for a botch, but in a nat 20, you get 2 actions on your first turn.
I didn't get a nat 20 though.
You did not.
No.
I'm so sorry. A 1 for Akana. Joey, how about you?
17.
17 for Joey.
In one of
And
my
then-
higher initiative rolls.
Ugh.
Still
And
not bad.
Sven gets a. That is a 11 for Sven. Let me roll for Tash. Okay, that is gonna be 10, 10, 10 is okay. Amazing. Tash. Okay, Zaza, what'd you get?
Oh, you wanted me to roll?
Yeah, roll initiative. Yes,
Everybody.
for the combat.
We're
that
all
you're in.
fighting.
Oh.
You're
Yeah,
fighting your
baby.
people, we're
Well,
fighting
because
our
you're
people.
fighting in your world.
Oh, fuck. Okay. 15. Oh, wait, I have advantage. Yay! 21.
Nice. Okay. Ooh. Marin gets a 20 right behind you.
Nice. I mean, good. Oh, Marin, good. Marin, good. Yeah.
And finally... Okay. So we've got Zygo, Nesbit, Joey, Tash, Sven, and Akana. One more thing. Okay. Let's start off the combat with the highest initiative. So we are going to start in the Clay Peaks first. Zygo.
Zygo is going to grab Joey's hand right over that mark that is burning red and go, just be careful out there, all right? And will cast Resistance, giving her a D4 to the next saving throw that she makes.
Oh,
Okay. Amazing.
thanks.
And I
Thanks.
think that's just going to be his whole turn for this one. Just get everyone else out of this cage.
Okay, roger that. You just quick prepare Joey for a clear attempt to maybe try to jump out of this cage in a similar
Yep.
fashion. Nesbit, go ahead and resolve those crossbow shots.
Okay. Disadvantage. Okay. That is I'm pretty sure that's a miss on the first one. That's a 15.
Let's-
That is a miss.
Or actually, wait 1 second. Yeah, 15. Okay. Disadvantage. 21 to hit.
A 21 is also a miss.
Wow.
You see your bolt thunk into the tree trunk.
Oh, cover.
But I have sharpshooter, so I ignore cover. I don't have to say sharpshooter.
So in that case,
Oh!
Yeah,
there is
Nesbit.
a little piece of the branch that is just sticking off to the side, and you just see the bolt right before it thunks into the branch, just like, and you hear like a ah! out loud scream. Go ahead and roll damage.
That scared the absolute living shit out of me. I was like, there's no way. There's just no
I
way.
forgot that sharpshooter ignores cover.
So
That's
Yeah.
good.
fucking cool.
Well, because it's not full cover.
it's not
right?
full, right?
He's not in full cover, right?
He's
3/4.
not behind full cover. He's
Yeah,
behind
yeah.
3/4 right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, ignores up to 3/4.
He's invisible and behind 3/4 cover, and you're rolling at disadvantage, but you still hit him.
Unreal.
Insane.
That's Nesbit, baby.
Okay, so that's the first shot of the day. I get an extra D10. Make a strength saving throw.
Okay. Natural 20.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
but I get an extra
Nah.
D12 actually of damage.
Hey.
So that is that black thorn, right? From the
It just
from the
happens
crossbow, the first
automatically.
shot. So you see like a whoosh, and the vines like whoosh, rip around the tree trunk, but you see that they don't have enough space for Tash to be there. Tash is clearly just like shirked them off and shucked a little bit of the ways up the trees as you see the branches move a little bit chaotically. How much damage?
Okay, that is going to be 23 points of damage.
Nuts.
And I will Gathered Swarm.
Okay.
I would Gathered Swarm. Make a strength save.
Okay. 1 second.
And he's like right above
that
us,
is-
right?
He is above you, that's right.
Okay.
That is a failure on that strength save.
Okay. Knocks 15 feet. I can pull him 15 feet, like horizontally towards us, and knocked prone. So off the tree branch and like prone at my feet,
Yeah.
possibly.
Oh my god. Coup de
Unless he
grace.
can hover, right?
So that's right.
But he's not currently
He is
flying.
not currently flying, so
Perched.
it's not relevant. So you just see an invisible Tash fall 100 feet, and a muck slams right at your feet.
Oh my god.
Slams into the muck, an invisible Tash. So in addition to 23 damage,
Jesus Christ.
he takes an additional.
And does he roll to keep concentration on the cage?
No, the cage is not
It is
concentration.
non-concentration.
Okay.
Gabe knows what spell this is.
Maybe on invisibility. Who knows?
He takes an additional 26 damage.
I'll take it.
Wow.
Dope.
Here for it.
Fucking Dylan.
He is no longer invisible. Immediately just totally fucked up. That's fucking hilarious. Joey, it is your turn.
That's so funny.
He is bloodied.
Could I ask you just a quick question about the mechanics of my cloak?
Yes.
So I know that it grants me 60 feet of flying and greater invisibility.
So really quick, he is not bloodied. On each of these hits, you see a magical ward flicker. Shadows begin to mitigate damage. You see you have just dissipated that ward. He takes 1 actual point of damage as his 50 temporary HP dissipates.
Damn.
And you see like an aura of purple dusk dissipates off of him. Everybody make a quick Arcana check, and if you get a 19, let me know. 19 or higher.
I got a nat 20.
I got a 19. Oh.
Okay. Yep.
That's
I got
cool.
a 21.
Okay.
5.
Incredible. Nesbit, you don't give a shit. You're fucking killing this guy. All
Damn
of
straight.
you guys watch the what is clearly what the purple dust is being used for. You guys identify like a siphoning magic's being dissipated from him. He is clearly siphoning temporary HP from victims.
Damn.
Oh god, he
That's
sucks so
Brutal.
Fucked.
Oh,
Brutal.
that's
No, he is killing people.
disgusting.
Improve
As
his
he
own
lands
power.
in there, he looks at you, Nesbit, and it didn't have to be this way. You killed my perfect attack dog. We could have just gone about our business. You could have left the peaks. And you could have just left your friend to die. But no. Would you like to see him again? Joey, it is your turn. You see Tash begin to summon something in his hands.
Hate that shit. Cool. So my question was, I know that my cloak grants me a greater invisibility.
Yes.
Does that take an action to cast? I don't think we've ever
does,
played that.
yes.
Oh, it does. Okay.
It does take an action to cast that, yes.
Well, that's too bad.
Did I do
Okay, in that case, I will do my Misty Step and try to get out of here first.
Okay, roll a charisma saving throw. You get to add that D4
And the
And-
plus
and
3
a
from
D-
Arcana.
and the +3 for Arcana.
Okay, pray for me, everybody.
Praise to the mother.
15. Oh, no, I forgot to add my mod. 18.
18 is high enough. You blast through this cage. You feel a thick resistance. You clearly feel like you pretty barely got through. You just suddenly appear in a puff of smoke that's kind of labored for a half a beat, and you're out on there. Are you like adjacent to Tash?
Wherever I am, I'm gonna bonus action hide.
It was bonus action.
So
to
Misty
Misty
Step is a
Step.
bonus
Misty
action.
Misty
Step was
Step's a
action.
bonus action?
Yeah.
Did you think
Oh,
it was a
girl.
free action? What did you think it
That's
was?
No,
great.
I think she thought it was
Then-
an
Oh,
action.
yeah, you have an action.
I thought it was an action.
No,
Okay,
you have
great.
an action.
Then I go invisible.
Jackie, you know,
Oh,
I'm just gonna say,
so that is the only thing. You can't cast
What?
a leveled spell as your
Yeah.
action if you already
and Jackie,
cast Misty Step
I'm-
as a bonus
I'll
action.
say, if you're looking for advantage right now, it is prone
have it.
on the floor.
Oh,
you have
that's right.
advantage.
You're a rogue.
And I am next to him. So,
That's right.
Okay,
So
fine,
is
fine.
what probably happens is, are you just Misty Stepping like, ah!
Next to him and then stabbing him with a
Got it.
rapier, yes.
Misty Step over him,
magical rapier.
fully ready to stab as he's
Thanks,
summoning
guys.
this dark energy in his hands. Gabe, when this energy starts to hit, you start to feel your like your scales stand on end a little bit, and you just feel like
Hate that.
feel an aching around your eyes.
Ooh, I don't like that at all. Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna attack.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not 20!
What if we kill him on the first? There it is.
Round.
Okay.
This is the most exciting attack I've ever
Holy
made.
shit.
And there's more. Well,
What are
I'll
you
get there
attacking?
when I'm
You're
rolling
attacking with
damage.
what are you attacking with?
My magical rapier. I unfortunately
Okay.
wasn't able to call my
Magical
shadow
rapier.
blade.
So that is 2d8. What is your normal sneak attack damage?
5d6.
So it's 2d8, 10d6.
It's 2d8 plus 5. It's
2d8
1d8
plus
plus
5 plus 10d6. It's 2d8 because you're rolling double dice for this crit.
Yes.
The modifiers
2d8
don't
plus
double,
5.
just the dice.
Yep.
Plus 10d6.
10d6.
Plus, as Joey's arm thrums red and as the jellyfish lights up, it also is another 2d6 of necrotic damage.
Okay,
Is
so
that-
that was 1d6, so you're doubling that as well.
It is normally 2d6.
So it's 4d6.
4d6.
Yes.
So it's 14d6 plus 2d8 plus 5 is what you're rolling right now.
Yes.
Roll it on
Go
D&D
ahead.
Beyond. Do
I
not
know,
do
I
this
know.
on a dice.
I'm not
What
going
a
to.
nat 20.
What a nat 20
Such a good
real.
Amazing.
Wait, how many d6 is it?
14.
Kill his ass this turn. I will be so
Be
upset.
pretty funny.
Okay, so this is first the 14d6.
Okay.
50.
So 100 feet. 50?
Yeah.
This-
Plus, how many d8?
2.
2d8.
2d8. Plus 6, 56. Plus 5.
Plus 5, so
is
61.
61.
So another 11.
It's 61 total from Jackie's
Okay.
attack.
Okay, he is bloodied. What happens, just so I know what's going on?
Joey lifts up the rapier and in his hands where he's kind of like, you know, summoning whatever he's summoning, she stabs down directly into his chest. And as she does, she screams in pain as the jellyfish, it almost looks like it's lighting up in her blood. And then her arm glows red and it shoots through the rapier into his stomach.
See why she wants you dead.
Who?
And then the shadow magic unleashes from his hands, and you feel a horrifying cold wash over this place.
Is this a
Dementor.
spell?
It is a spell. I'm gonna describe what you see, Gabe, before you do what I think you're about to do.
Okay.
You see swirling inside the cage, being built of clay and shadow, slowly taking
Jesus.
form,
In
a
the cage?
hulking ram.
No.
Oh, I don't like that.
And you hear those echoing words in your head.
I did that.
As it points to your eyes.
Oh, get the fuck out of
Get
here.
the fuck out.
Starts to rise up, take the form of the Clay Peaks Cleaver, its head completing, the magic finishing at a dot.
I'm gonna fucking try. Zygo's gonna snap. I assume this is higher than a 3rd level spell?
It is indeed.
Do I have to roll for it, right?
You do
And
indeed.
you
Yeah.
You have wheel.
You have a wheel.
You have wheel.
Go ahead and roll an Arcana check. Or spellcasting ability
It's a
modifier check.
spellcasting ability modifier
Yes,
check.
spellcasting ability modifier check, that's right.
I naturally rolled an 18.
And the clay, with a snap from Zygo,
Yeah,
slaps to the
baby!
floor, dispelled.
Does
You
that
have
mean he?
no power here.
Does
What?
that mean you just have the Clay Peaks cleaver?
Yes, I do.
Oh, no.
Glove goes from a dark midnight black to a dark red, and begins to
Oh, I hate
vibrate
that.
with pure evil. Your hand trembles to spite yourself. You do still have control over it, but a disgusting presence resides. It's inside this counter spell.
Oh, that's so fucked up.
You dispel the very high level summon demon spell.
Summon demon?
Oh my
Summon
god!
greater demon.
Oh my
upcast.
god. Oh
Upcast.
my god.
Okay.
Ah!
And now you just have that.
I have that.
So,
How
moving
you
on.
have that?
Oh my god.
Ah.
Steps up. Sven's like, fuck that shit. I can't speak. Sven doesn't have to talk, so I just get to do what Sven do.
Oh man.
Sven
That's
casts
fucked.
lightning bolt at 4th level. He angles himself a little bit to
Loves
the side
that
of the cage, avoids you guys where you're at. There is a crackling of energy. Tash is going to make a dexterity saving throw.
He's prone, so
He
Disadvantage, I think.
does
From
have, I
prone?
think he has advantage from prone on dex saves, right?
Yeah.
no,
or
he wouldn't have
something.
advantage. I think it's just a straight roll, though.
Oh,
Might
okay.
just be a straight roll.
Yeah, it might be a straight
Yeah,
roll.
just a straight roll.
No worries.
He rolls a natural 2.
Great.
Great.
We love it.
Oh yeah, straight roll.
Unbelievable. There is a crackling of lightning as he stands up. No! I shall not have this! Tash stands there silhouetted by this crack of lightning. The Clay Peak's cleaver mask atop his head, the butcher's smock wrapped around his form, and a hole punched through the side of his chest, right where his heart should be. Sven, crackling eyes dissipate. And then he looks a little worried as he realizes what he's done. Tash will begin making death saving throws.
Joey is gonna give Sven like a reassuring, like you did a good job.
Akana, you have no action, but you do have a bonus action and a move if you need.
Okay. I would love to Misty step out of here.
Go ahead and you don't. The cage remains. Unfortunately, so you do have to make a charisma saving throw still.
Okay, well, luckily with my friggin' staff.
Yeah,
That's
that
pretty
should
nice.
be high.
23.
Ain't nothing stopping you. You don't even. It's not even an
I
effort. You just
rolled
like.
a 3.
Holy shit!
Jesus.
I rolled a 3. But
You have a
because
plus
of my new
20 to your
charisma, I have a
charisma
plus
save?
20 charisma
20?
save. Mm-hmm.
That's unbelievable.
She's like, fucking god, ain't nobody
I'm
banishing.
a god!
Ain't
I'm a
nobody
bird!
banishing a cannon
Wow.
today.
Hannah, the staff changes your charisma modifier, right? It changes your charisma
It's a
score.
charisma to 24.
So that's a +7 to that modifier. That would
Mhm.
mean anyone within 10 feet of you has a +7 to their saves.
Is that true though? Because I think the
I believe
oh my gosh,
it is
wait.
a charisma modifier amount.
Aura
it's
of protection.
plus-
No, Aura of protection +7 on saves.
So everybody gets a +7 on saves when they're near
Everyone
a
gets a
canna.
plus
Within 10
7.
feet of.
On all saves.
When they're within 10 feet of a canna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which that was a, yeah, that's fucking crazy. That's a
That's-
bummer for Tash.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do? You just bonus action, no problem, right through the 4 cage, which is a
Jesus.
very powerful trapping spell. It's a-
We'll just have it be where like the cage kind of like dissolves and she just like just
and
kind
then
of
it
goes through
reforms
it.
behind her. Yeah.
And she'll just be
Magic
30
embeds
feet
through you.
closer and I can't do
Uh,
anything else, right?
And
'Cause
you
that's-
just walk forward over Tash's body, he is like in the mud right now. That went as
You.
bad as it could have gone for Tash.
Wow, that was my favorite nat 20 ever.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What are you waiting for?
Oh right.
Oh, jeez, we're so not out of the woods.
Zaza, it is your turn first. You are on the second floor, out on the top of this building. Right now, the entire group is coming up the way. You see as Marin is breached the roof, Boris lifts a hand and yells out from far away.
You're a traitor, Marin! I've always known, and I've been looking forward to this. Come, take me to your new friends, the magicians.
Okay, so this is complicated. Because okay, can I just tell you what I'm thinking right now?
Please.
I talk through it.
Yeah.
Because if I attack Boris, right, then he has disadvantage on everyone else that he attacks, right?
That's right. You could engage Boris.
And also I could die. So, but if I can do it and then just run away, I feel like that's worth it.
You do have a heck of a movement speed. That's
I'm
right.
so fast and beautiful. Okay. So I'm going
Put it on a shirt.
God.
I'm
so
going to
fast
do
and
that.
beautiful.
Okay.
Because he's
So
gonna
you-
fuck us up.
You sprint outside the scorpion door as well onto the
Oh
roof.
wait. I have that thing I can throw at him.
The great axe?
Yeah.
Yes, you have a 60-foot range on the great axe. He's like at the door, and your relatives are actually also outside, like midway between this approaching horde of soldiers led by Boris and Oliver. Your relatives are outside in the bushes, still very well hidden. They both rolled like a 20 and a 21. Don't know if that's going to be high enough to avoid Boris, but you'll see. And they are 100 feet away from you. Your speed is 55. You could easily close the distance to the point where you're within 60-foot range.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to get in range. I want to throw it. Boom. Call it back. Boom.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Zaza runs out onto the roof. Roll an insight check.
Okay. 19.
Boris Niles blanches as he sees you standing on the roof.
What does that mean?
Just looks up at you and just like is shocked to see you.
Oh, great. Perfect.
He pulls a wicked-looking broadsword off of his back. It is dim here, but you see a faint purple glow along the pommel of the sword in little dots. He just lowers his broadsword into a fighting stance and runs towards you. You run out onto the roof, and are you just like overhand throwing this axe? You run onto the roof, get a running start, hit the slant, axe rips through the air. Go ahead and make that attack.
Okay. Wait, so what should I roll on my
It's just an attack roll with a +1 magic item bonus. So you could roll like the attack for your magic maul, and it would be the same.
and no +1?
Yeah, it would be a +1.
Okay, so +1, 15. Or it's 16.
16 to hit,
Yeah.
and you throw that at Boris.
Yeah.
Okay. It rips toward Boris effortlessly. He just knocks the axe that's flown to him. It's not even close to a hit. The axe thuds into the grass.
Okay, I get to double attack.
You can call the axe back as a bonus action and then throw it again.
I'm gonna.
Or you
call-
can run up and throw it if you don't want to like lose it again.
Okay.
That's right.
I just can go up to it and like essentially hit him with my maul. You know? Or should I hit him with the broadsword?
So here's how this works. You have got the great axe thrown, right?
Yeah.
As a bonus action, you can call it back and then throw it again. It just means that next turn, you're going to have to use a bonus action to call it back right away. So you're only going to be able to throw it once, and then on that turn, you won't be able to, like, recall it back like that, right? So the benefit to being what
You can call it back, run up, and
throw
hit
it
him.
again. That's right.
Or not
now,
throw
you're
it.
not within. Right now, you can't reach him because he's too far away. But next turn, if you threw it again, You could use a bonus action to call it back, close the distance with Boris Niles, and then attack twice normally.
I'm just really gonna hope this works. Okay, I'm gonna call it back.
Okay. He knocks the axe away before it lands into the grass. You call it back, and it just changes direction. You grab it back into your hand, and just, I assume, whip it right back.
Yar.
Roll another attack.
Please.
Gar,
21.
21. This time, Boris ducks underneath it, uses the broadside of the broadsword to deflect it, and that is also a miss.
Woof.
What the heck?
Woof.
What the heck?
The axe lands in the grass, and he looks smugly on as he continues to approach. Marin immediately draws a rifle. Oliver! Drops an attack on Oliver.
Fuck him up, Marin.
The
Yeah,
natural
fuck that
19.
guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should I have just run up to him? No, because then I would have gotten fucked up.
Oliver takes 13 piercing damage on the first attack.
It's a scary thing to 1v1 him, yeah.
Right?
You don't have much backup right now.
No. I think
Or
it's
any
worth-
chance of a heal or a revive. I can't imagine Marin knows any.
Yeah, Marin
Healing
is going
magic.
on a full suicide
But
mission
you
right now.
Yeah.
do have a ton of HP.
Okay. And
all
then
depends on what
Marin
it
is
is.
also going to that's gonna be another 5 damage, and she is going to try to make Oliver lose his weapon.
Oh, she's a battle master
Sick.
or a gunslinger.
Oliver nat ones that save to try to keep his weapon.
Yes.
His blunderbuss that he's rising as he's taking aim, it hits the gun, explodes, and the blunderbuss, the entire barrel pops off as Marin just like
Oh,
expertly
yes.
disarms permanently Oliver.
Nice.
And then the scorpion goes behind the house, taking full cover from the approaching soldiers.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Boris takes the dodge action and walks forward 30 feet.
Jesus.
So much.
We're learning
Oliver.
about his fighting style, guys.
Oliver gets behind Boris, gaining half cover, and also takes the dodge action. And they continue their approach 30 feet on.
Man.
The guards all lift muskets and all fire at Zaza. Zaza, what's your AC? 18?
Wait, is it more than that? Do I have like, something?
I don't think it would be more than that for any reason.
Okay, 18.
18. Okay.
Unless I have one of those mantis.
And you're raging, which is
I
great.
think that brought it up to 18.
So the first 10 soldiers are within normal range. They will not make their attacks at disadvantage. 2 of them hit. And these are big, heavy rifles. They do some damage.
I ain't worried. On Zaza.
A total of 18 damage on those attacks have to 9 piercing damage as a couple of bullets ring out.
I'm gonna.
Spirit shield?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and spirit shield.
Wait, is he gonna attack me, or he already took his turn?
Boris
He
already
took
took
his
his turn.
Yeah, I'll spirit
This
shield
is
myself.
this is a good time to spirit shield. Go ahead.
So it's 3d6s, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 9.
Okay, reduce that by 9. We'll reduce that by 4, because that would be before halved. Is what she's. Oh, is that true?
What?
Wait, what?
No,
talking
probably
You would
not.
reduce
Right?
and then halve. The
I think
spirit
it
shield
would
happens
reduce and
first.
then halve, right?
and
Yeah.
then she
Spirit
halves
shield
those five.
reduces first, and then so 9 would be 0, 2, 4, 6. So you take 3 piercing damage from a volley of barrage of attacks. You reduce the damage coming into you, then it thunks into your body. You're raging, so that already takes that damage in half. Another 20 soldiers are going to attack at disadvantage.
That's so many rolls.
I got a way to do it, don't worry.
Great.
1 hit, 2 hits,
Jesus.
3 hits. Oh, no. Those are disadvantage. I'm assuming advantage. I'm so sorry. Miss. Miss. Every single one misses. Bullets going completely wide over your head, but
Wow.
the air is filled with metal.
Stormtroopers.
Let's go ahead and take one more round of combat while we're here, because these are going a little bit faster than those other ones. Zaza, go ahead and take another turn. It is your turn now.
Okay, I'm going to try and hit him again.
Okay, you pull the great axe back to you as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay, you run and you closing the gap.
Yeah, I'm gonna close the gap. Yeah.
Hit the ground hard. I need you to make a quick athletics or acrobatics check. You are jumping from a height of 20 feet. Just gotta make sure you don't take any damage.
Oh, fuck. 10.
Do it with advantage.
Oh,
With advantage
Because
because
you're
you're raging.
raging.
thank you. Ooh, 24.
You slam down into the ground, absolutely no damage. And then thunk, 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 close the gap with Boris. Great axe back at you. Go ahead and make the attack.
Okay.
And don't forget, if reckless attack is dangerous because you give advantage on attacks, and that is scary for you. But
No.
do know that it is an option
I'm not.
Otherwise, you're attacking at disadvantage because he took the dodge
because he
action.
took the dodge action. That's right.
Oh, so then if I reckless attack and
It'd
It
be a
would be
flat
straight.
roll.
That's
But
right.
But he would still get advantage on his attack.
can I
That's
run
right.
away after this?
He might be able to take an opportunity attack, but yes, you could run
Not
away.
if she has mobile.
Not if you have mobile. So
Great.
you can hit and run.
Okay.
So let me get the exact measurement in my mind of how close he is. So he is 30 feet closer. He already moved 30 feet, so he is now 60 feet close. You drop onto the bottom of the roof. You've used 40 feet of movement. You have 15 feet of movement left with your normal move speed. You've
Okay.
used 40 of your 55 feet to get up to him.
Okay. So I have to throw it. Yeah.
No, you're adjacent to him if you want to approach.
Yeah, I want to hit him.
Okay, you get right up to him. Roll your attacks. Are you rolling reckless?
I guess so.
Okay, just straight attack rolls. Here we go.
Okay. Okay, 25.
25 is a hit.
Wait.
Wow.
So now, what is it? It's 1d12?
1d12. And then it's plus your strength modifier, +1, +3 or 4 for your rage damage.
Damn
Three?
it. Okay. 4 plus 3, so 7. Then +1, you said?
So it's +1 for the magic item,
Yeah.
plus your strength modifier, which is +4. What's your rage bonus damage?
I thought it was 3.
3, so that's 7. And then what'd you roll in the d12?
A 4.
4.
So that is
So
11
11.
points of slashing damage. Let me just check something here. We have to check one thing, y'all, so sorry. Wow, it's nuts that you don't pull an opportunity attack. Is that real?
That's real. If you
Unmovable?
make an attack against
Wow.
someone, you do not provoke an opportunity attack when you leave their range.
Mhm.
Wow.
That's so cool.
Thank you, Steve.
Let me just make sure I'm not missing a major thing here.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
whether you hit or not too.
Yeah,
if
it's
she
just
just
attack.
attacked, she could just run away too.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. I have nothing else coming your way. That is 11 points of slashing damage. Got it.
And she gets a second attack. That was only the first attack.
That was, yep, you get another attack.
Oh,
And
great.
also straight roll.
Great roll. Okay, so let's do it. Please be good. Not good. 15.
15.
Yeah.
Easily blocked by Boris yet again.
Okay.
He is going to pull out a shield, wielding this sword that he was wielding with 2 hands back with 1 hand. Okay. That your whole turn, Zaza?
Well, then I run away.
Oh, you run away. You have 15 feet of movement. Do you just want to move 15 feet back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
You can,
is there anything to take cover behind or anything? Or
you can get behind some bushes, but there's no real cover out in this front lawn, like proceeding out to the boathouse. You kind of like left out in the open here.
nothing? There's a castle thing behind me.
You could run 40 feet behind you. There is the house. You could run back into the house and make your way there right now.
I can run back into the house?
Not, you can't get all the way there. It's 40 feet away from you, but you have 15 feet of movement left.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna run.
Okay, you start moving backwards towards the house. After this attack, Boris repels you. Boris is going to follow you back to the house, but before he does, that's Marin. She is going to get out of there, Chuckle! 2 shots are going to ring out. She's going to attempt to stun Boris.
Great.
Oh man.
Love her.
That is going to be a miss. Boris gets the shield up, and another one, and that is another miss. Boris then drops the shield. He runs up to you. You see.
What did she roll?
She rolled a 19 and then a 18. 19, 18 were her totals.
Team, do you think that's worth adding my daily thing? No? Great.
I mean,
Okay.
we have a lot of day left.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Boris gets up to you, Zaza. And he moves so goddamn fast with this sword. He is going to make 4 attacks.
4?
First attack.
But I can spirit shield myself now.
They are at advantage because of reckless.
They are at advantage because they're reckless. First attack is a 27 to hit.
Hit.
Second attack, it's a 26 to hit.
Okay.
Third attack is another 26.
That's it.
Fourth attack is another 27.
Okay.
27, 27, 26, 26.
But I am spirit shielding myself.
Okay, the first slash comes in, slashes across your shoulder. That is going to be 12 points of damage.
Oh.
Do you want to spirit
halved
shield that?
already? That's half.
Oh, no, halved is 6.
No, I won't spirit shield that one.
You're going to keep that one. The other strike then catches you in the side. That is going to be 17 points of slashing damage, halved to 8.
Keep it. This is weird. Like,
Okay, 8 more slashing damage. Another attack. It's another 17, halved to 8, which is another 8. So 8, 16, we're up to 24 points of damage right now. And then the last attack is 14, halved to 7.
Okay, so then I'll spirit shield against that, I guess.
Okay, Spirit Shield against that one.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. And then it was 4.
Okay.
This
So
is
3 damage still from that
So
attack.
you still take 3 damage from that attack. How much HP do you currently have?
I have 123.
Okay, amazing.
123.
Wow.
Boris, seeing that you are tanking these attacks with great efficiency, action surges and is going to make 4 more attacks,
What the heck?
taking them with advantage while he has the opportunity.
Damn.
Oh my god, this man
Um,
has so many attacks.
24 to hit.
That hits.
That is a 30 to hit.
That hits.
That is a natural 20.
Oh no.
And that is a 16, which I think misses.
Yeah, that misses.
Okay. 17, halve to 8, another 8.
Okay.
15, halve to 7, another 7. And then the nat 20. 15, halve to 7.
Okay. So, 22 damage.
Okay. Finally, I believe that is it for Boris. Boris just absolutely just a grunting, screaming. You see froth coming at his lips, and he is like laser focused on he's already anticipating the next move. 8 attacks. He gets off less than 1 per second. You then feel a smaller creature run to your side, and you feel a slash at your tendon. This is going to be an attack with advantage as Oliver slides in.
That motherfucker.
It's going to be a 21 to hit you.
That's it. Okay.
Okay, you are going to take 27 piercing damage, or excuse me, slashing damage, halved to
He's a rogue.
13.
13.
Yeah, for sure.
Half to 13 points of slashing damage.
That's-
She is a high-level
That's
rogue.
sneak attack dice for sure.
He's rolling 66.
Yeah.
After a 1d6 on his like little scimitar that he is slashing you with.
Yeah.
Okay, you are assailed by Oliver and Boris. The soldiers prioritize Marin up top.
Thank
You see a couple of
God.
shots go off. Marin's mount gets riddled with bullets. And the scorpion's like screeches up on the top there. Easy, come on, get out of here. And she hops off of it, smacks it on the ass, and it goes over the ridge, and she takes off into the sky and starts to fly. Okay, that is it for you guys. Let's go back over to the Clay Peaks after we take a little break because everybody's got to pee, right?
Oh,
Oh
All
my
right.
god.
Let's go pee. We'll be back in 5.
I set upon the ship at dawn. I wouldn't dare be late. Abilities were checked.
Come on.
Little club.
And we are back. It's
my
chaos. It's all chaos, y'all.
Cool.
The party stands, minus Zaza, the party stands over a clay-soaked Tash, who is literally like 4 inches like disappearing into the wet clay. Zygo is still trapped in the 4 cage that has been cast into the side of this mountain. Clay, as we speak, is slowly beginning to gather along the 4 cage and begin to seal off the entrance, but it's moving very slowly.
It didn't disappear when Tash is basically dead.
Tash is not dead currently. He is making death saving throws.
I'm not dead yet.
Not dead yet.
Think I'll go for a walk.
Is he?
Are we still in
conscious?
turn order?
Are we in comments?
George?
Say it again, so sorry.
Look, are we in turn order or are we?
Are we
just
in
kinda-
turn order?
No,
is-
you may just act as normal. You guys are out of turn order.
Oh, can someone just stab him?
No. He has information. There are things that he was saying. Do not kill him yet.
Well, how are we supposed to get you out?
George, how wide are the bars of this thing?
Half an inch. Like there's a half an inch of space between the bars.
Enough for like a
Yeah,
fly
she's
to get
flat.
out?
You genius
enough for a
son
fly
of
to
a
get
bitch.
out.
I love
That guy's
that.
gonna zoop.
So good.
As a fly,
So
go to the little
good.
entrance, you just start to bzzz, and then you get to the little space between the bars, and a magical pulse just like rockets you back into the back wall. And you
Cool.
are unable to pass.
Great.
I thought that
Cannot
was
exit
gonna work.
this cage
Well-
using non-magical means.
Now I'm
While
a
you
fly.
magic is making you a fly, but you are not a magical like.
That is correct. This is wild. It's a feature.
What about the gaseous
Wait, you
cloud?
can't exit the cage
Via
using.
non-magical means.
I can't just like walk out of the cage. Great. I'm gonna unfly, having wasted that wild shape. A little bit of a problem over here as well, but somebody make sure he is alright. Just stabilize him.
What? Oh, Nesbit just. Make sure.
Little boy,
Make sure that he can't cast any spells. Someone do something. Can we?
Find his hands, cover his mouth.
Okay.
He's gonna make a death saving throw just because we're a little time sensitive. He botches the death saving throw.
Somebody want to?
I'll lay on hands on one,
No.
and I'm
well-
immediately
Okay,
like
okay.
quarterstaff up to throw. Is
Ah,
that what I'm
bad
supposed to do?
idea.
So lay on hands
wait,
in him
wait,
one.
wait. No, come on.
Hang on,
Okay.
hang on.
Is that
Hang
not
on.
what you meant? Hold on. I don't know.
That's all right. Hang on. So, Akana goes up to cast Lay on Hands. Akana, you would know this. You're battle ready. Your battle sense is high.
Yeah.
If you roll a 1 HP, if you give him an HP, he is back up and conscious.
Oh, okay.
If you want to spare the dying or some other kind of cantrip that would allow him to be unconscious but stable, that is probably the safer option.
I don't-
However,
I do.
if you don't have it, okay, so
I-
Joey's got it.
It's a
Maybe-
cleric cantrip. It's only a
Joey
cleric
Joey will spare the dying,
Okay.
but while she's tying him up, after she ties him up, he's
Well,
tied.
spare the dying makes him unconscious. So
Okay,
like
cool.
he was already unconscious. So there's a
Just
little
want
bit
to
of
make
like
sure he
a
was
soft
tied up.
light.
Yeah.
Still unconscious, and you begin to tie him very tight. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check for these knots. Some really good complicated ones.
Okay, I didn't roll that high, but with all my bonuses, it's a dirty 20.
Okay, dirty 20. Very nice. Dirty 20 is very good. You tie him up very tight. Zygo gets up to about 6 inches, and you've got about 8 feet of height in this cave. So you've got about a 16th of the way has been kind of started to block up and build.
Wait, we have to get Zygo out.
Frankly, it is impressive to me that all of you have developed the ability to teleport. This is
Zygo's just kind of
very
standing in the
exciting.
cave.
Yeah.
Can I come over and try to like break it?
You
Like,
go
can
up
I use
and
like athletics
strike
or
it.
something? Like to try to.
Go ahead and roll an athletics check.
Oh, that's sad. 13.
Nothing.
George, the cage, as I see it, it doesn't seem to bury down under. It like stops at ground level and ceiling level, right? Like,
Yes,
or does
it is a cube.
It is a cube. So there's like
yes.
bars underneath me.
There's bars like at your feet. That's right. Like
Okay.
caged bars underneath your feet. That's right.
What's the source of the clay buildup? Is it the water coming down? That's
Yes. There is clay like running down from above the mountain, where that tree where Tash was like posted up, like had like kind of pushed the tree diagonal. More and more clay is sloughing down the mountain very
Can
slowly.
I pick up the box?
It is an immobile and invisible cube-shaped prison.
Cool.
So like
Oh,
you guys are
my
seeing,
God.
you guys are seeing him, but like between every half inch the light refracts in like a kind of like bizarre weird shape. So you're kind of seeing like a shattered funhouse mirror version of Zygo right now. Zygo, you're seeing the same thing from the opposite way.
Can I, now that I have a second to be in this thing, can I make like another Arcana check to try and figure out what this spell
Yeah.
is? Now that I'm
100%.
kind of breathing a little bit easier.
Absolutely. And I'll read the spell out if you get it.
18.
That is enough for 4 Cage. An immobile, invisible, cube-shaped prison composed of magical force springs into existence around an area chosen. 20 foot on a side and is made from a half-inch diameter bars spaced a half-inch apart. Prison in the shape of this box, that is what the shape is currently. Anybody in the cage's area is trapped. Creatures only partially within the area. That didn't occur. A creature inside the cage can't leave it by non-magical means. If the creature tries to use teleportation or interplanar travel to leave the cage, it must make a charisma saving throw. On a creature, the creature can use that magic to exit. On a failure, the spell is wasted. The cage also extends into the ethereal plane, blocking ethereal travel. The spell cannot be dispelled by dispel magic.
Okay. Have an idea.
How long does it last?
1 hour, which you know is plenty of time
For that
to
to-
bury
yep.
you.
Okay. Joey is gonna step forward and say,
It's force cage, not 4 Cage. I'm a fucking idiot. Sorry.
force cage.
I keep
I
saying 4
wondered
Cage.
why you kept saying 4.
Okay.
Force Cage, 4
4
Cage, that's why.
cages.
Okay,
I'm
force
really-
cage. I'm dumb.
Really
Okay,
hope
bud.
this works.
If not, I have a thought. But
You have thought this is a big. I'm about to big waste, but it's not a waste. It's saving you.
okay.
Okay.
4chan. 4 Cage.
14.
Joey's Joey's arm is gonna light up green and start to vibrate
Green.
as she shoots disintegrate at the cage.
Oh, shit.
Holy shit.
Which I think should dissolve it because it can destroy the wall of force.
That is a really, really good guess.
No!
But unfortunately,
Are you kidding me?
disintegrate is not effective here.
Oh, I should have asked. I can't believe I just wasted that.
No,
You get it
there's-
once a day, Jack?
There's
Yeah.
literally, I mean, reading like what we have read of the spell, there's literally nothing we can do.
I got it.
Actually, I mean, like
I got
nothing
it.
we can do is what I mean. Like
Right.
that, like our character, like we can't do anything.
Like, we
Zygo,
can just,
Zygo
like,
has a thought.
Create stuff to
Zygo, what's your thought?
divert
Maybe
the
help
mud.
him divert the mud, yeah, but that's it.
Yeah. If it's not critical, at this point, Zygo's not doing anything.
Okay.
Want to wait until this mud becomes a problem.
Okay, so Joey just like gets everybody to stand back, goes ahead to like cast Disintegrate. What you do end up doing is blasting as it hits the force cage. It just like spreads all over, and you beat tons of clay and mud back, resetting your timer essentially. So you do buy yourself a little bit of time, only just barely. Things begin to start redistributing together, but you've basically given yourself like back to 0 on here.
Can I
Earned yourself another
work
5
towards
minutes.
like just kind of making Like just kind of splitting the torrent around
Yeah.
the box.
Do you want to just like spend time heavy labor, just be moving?
It
mud?
seems it's
yeah,
the best thing.
because Tash is just unconscious over there, right?
Yeah. So you'd like to like manually move the mud? It is sort of an impossible task, but that doesn't mean with a very high check you couldn't make the essential difference. Do you want to try to make an athletics check to try to be moving the mud away?
Yeah, I'll try.
Go ahead, give me one athletics check. If anybody wants to help, they may.
Yeah, I'll
21.
help.
21. You do start moving mud away. You maintain sort of an even passage. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
7.
26.
You're good. Would you like to make another athletics check for me, please?
Sure.
I'm gonna have you make a lot of checks in a row right now.
19.
19. You fall behind a bit. Make a Constitution save. Begins to.
18.
Okay. Go ahead and make another athletics check for me.
Different dice. 24.
Okay. And another con save.
17.
Okay.
I'm gonna wheel
Oh,
that
18.
con save.
18.
18.
I'm still gonna wheel that con save.
Go ahead and wheel it.
It's just low enough on a
You,
third one that
you
I
roll
wanna
or I
make
roll?
I got you. Add 4 to that, 22.
22.
22. And make one final athletics check.
27.
Akana finds that second wind as Zygo sends that wheel through. And Akana just starts. Make a Constitution saving throw.
17.
I can wheel that one as well if you want, Han.
I don't suffer the first 2 levels of exhaustion because
I'm gonna
a
not
goose.
wheel that at all.
You take 1 point of exhaustion, which does not affect you because you are a goose, god
Because
damn
I'm
it!
a goose!
And
Unreal.
your efforts, combined with Joey assisting you, are enough to keep the clay from gathering and solidifying in an unstoppable wall.
Damn.
Yay.
Doing that,
Damn.
eventually, the cage dissipates and
Oh,
Zygo
thank God.
pops out.
Yay.
Thank you.
The power of muscle! I'm just,
Alright,
you're
alright,
adrenaline just running
alright.
through Akana.
Akana
Filthy.
is mud. Akana is just clay Akana.
Clay Canna.
Clay Canna, just 100% clay. Honk
Alright.
in chat, baby.
I do believe that I have allowed this man to live for long enough. Let us ask him some questions and give him a swift journey to the other side, yes?
Can't wait to see him die.
Okay.
How do we wake him up to ask him questions without him waking up and running away or making a spell?
Cover his mouth.
Yeah,
Bind
how
his
does he
hands.
answer the questions?
That is a very good point. Bind his hands, for sure. So that such that he will not be able to use any magic. And he can speak telepathically. We have seen him do it before. Cover his mouth. You will be able to answer.
Hmm.
All right.
Okay, 1 second, y'all. Sorry. So you guys, how have you bound him? May I know?
With my dirty 20 ropes.
Yeah, describe to me in what ways you have restrained him.
Yes. Well, lots around the hands and around the feet. I guess he's got
So you locked
wings.
his fingers up.
Yeah, lock the fingers up.
Keep the hands to
Locked
the side.
the beak, like wraps the beak, and
Wrap the beak tight.
the feet, the talons are also wrapped.
For good
Okay.
measure, I'm gonna use my channel divinity of nature's wrath, and vines are gonna spring out, and like
Oh,
totally. And he's restrained. I mean, he's unconscious. So
Yes,
That's a
easily
good one.
automatically fails that 100%. So on top of Joey's ropes, thorns bust out of the wet clay and hold him slopped into place as clay runs over his shoulders in rivulets. The vines behind him basically making like a place for the mud to divert, so he's just like covered in mud, but not in the center. Do you want to wake him?
Do we shove mud in his mouth? Is that
I was thinking of putting mud, Joey put some mud on his feet and then on his body, so hopefully it cakes up a little bit. Like a burying thing a little bit, just to add more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's it.
And there's no like non-verbal shit that he can pull and just boom out, right?
Well, he could.
We don't know.
That's
We
very
don't know
possible.
for sure.
That's the
Do
thing.
we think that it's worth it? Like, I feel like everything we
Yeah,
would
like what's he
find
gonna
from
tell
him,
us? We don't have a
we
truth potion.
might just, and I didn't prep Zone of Truth.
Yeah, Nesbit has been like quiet ever since we like had him dead to rights, and has had his crossbow like trained at his head the entire time we've been doing all of this. I don't think he'll tell us anything of use.
Sid, I can see why she wants you dead.
Do we think he means a sister?
Do you think
What do you think he means?
Cassandra?
Yeah.
Why would Cassandra want us dead?
Why would Cassandra want me dead?
Why would we believe
Does it-
anything he says?
And why does it matter that we know? I feel like every, type of information like this ends up finding us anyway.
I think we should kill him.
I just
He's too slimy and too much of a threat to get away.
No, you're right. You're right, of course. Let me just... One moment, please. Zygo's gonna kneel down next to this bound, we're saying mostly unconscious creature.
Unconscious, right?
Unconscious,
He has not
yeah,
been
yeah.
awoken, yeah.
Yeah. Get down to his ear and just whisper to him. If there is any part of you that can hear this, I want you to know they will never land. They will never come. We will stand against anything that is brought to this world until every one of us has breathed our last. You made a very large mistake when you made an enemy of us. You will die alone. You will die friendless. And nobody will remember you. Let's stand up. Let whoever wants to take the shot.
Nesbit will go. He will look back
Sven
at...
turns his head away.
And as Joey notices, oh, Nesbit, were you about to speak?
No. Go ahead.
As Joey notices Nesbit tense, maybe preparing for the shot, she takes out her dagger and just slits his throat.
Head drops, breathing stops.
Joey just kind of calmly wipes the dagger off. and tucks it away.
Zygo's gonna remove his mask as well.
Do we want to do any checks on his apron or the stuff?
You can have the apron. He's gonna put the mask between his hands and produce flames and watch this thing burn to cinders between his fingers.
All of you watch as you take the mask off. You see at Tash's throat where the wound has opened up, dark shadow is keeping the blood in as he has succeeded 2 death saving throws. And then you see the rain wash down his cheeks. He botches a death save and then fails the last. And Tash is truly dead, as in Zygo's hand, the Clay Peaks Cleaver's mask burns.
What does the apron do again? Do we want to keep it or do we want to burn it too?
If you want to burn it.
A magic item. I don't know if it will burn by a spell like this. But...
You also, Akana, when you touch this thing, it radiates with evil.
Can I roll a check to see what it does?
Yeah, go ahead, roll. Let's have this be an Arcana check.
16.
It's got some kind of necromantic warding abilities.
Okay. Would I know how to destroy something like this?
Do enough damage to something and you'll probably destroy it. This definitely isn't something like, it's not a magical artifact of any kind. This is an item that if you burned or if you radiated enough, you could destroy it. As the vines recede, Tash's body disappears beneath the muck. It's like he was never even there at all.
Nesbit kneels, crossbow in hand, gets up, looks at Joey. I'm so sorry. I failed you, Grub Child. You're exactly what I didn't want you to be.
Well, I'm exactly who I am.
You always have to say something.
In the distance, there is
Nesbit
another
will walk
clash.
over to Sven.
Nesbit gets, as Nesbit turns and walks, his silhouette gets kind of illuminated by a radiant flash of lightning in the back. And as the ornate crossbow slings back over his shoulder. Zygo, you look down calmly. Your blind sight of 30 feet means that you sniff the air and are more solely focused on. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
21.
the smells of fire extinguished. You look down into the valley a ways, and you see, lo and behold, the church where the Clay Peaks Cleaver took you the first time, nestled in some trees a few miles off. You don't see that, but you do hear a whistling through the little clock tower, the window open, ringing the bell with a slightly, almost inaudible, ethereal ringing.
We are almost there.
Can you make a wisdom saving throw for me, Zygo?
Watch.
Okay. Everything goes black for a moment. You find yourself in floating black nothingness, surrounded by tiny pinpricks of light.
What you don't understand is that you can't stand against it. It will come. The sister has ensured it. A child's great revenge against her mother. Her servant, born aloft Loon's surface, steers it closer, pulling it to its final destination. And all with the help of Celestials, Infernals, Primordials, a reset. Yes. I will not be here to see it, but I suspect I shall soon see all of you.
The last bits of telepathic energy left by Tash finally dissipate for good. We cut away from this to pick up
To
on
hell on earth.
Yeah, out of the frying pan.
Jesus.
in the midst of pitch combat.
Bruh.
Brah, brah.
Zaza stands alone against Boris Niles.
Oh my god.
Oliver, his personal spy, and a squadron of Armada soldiers. Zaza, it is your turn.
Oh, what? Okay. So
Really
he's
quick,
afraid
Marin
of
Marin up on the roof flies above you. She's like, Zaza, get out of there!
You saying get out? Why is
Yes.
she saying get out?
Because she looks down at you, sees that you're about to be surrounded
Facing
by
down.
these. Yeah, she sees the situation you're in, clearly doesn't want you dead, so she yells out to you.
Well, I don't want to be dead either.
Before your turn starts, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh my god, what the freak am I supposed to do? This is my trial, though.
Is it?
And I don't know.
10? That's a 10
Maybe.
for the wisdom save?
Yeah.
I needed here.
But those fuckers, they want me to die or something. It's some mummy lord shit.
Go ahead and take your turn. You
Ah.
blink, you
Hashtag
see
money
those
lord
shadows at the
problems.
corner of your eyes. You shirk that off as your vision is no longer obscured by said shadows. You go ahead and take your turn as normal.
Actually want me to stay? Who are these things?
Failing that wisdom save to be able to understand what's being said to you.
I'm needed here, but am I needed here on this plane, like alive? Am I like needed here in this battle?
Who knows? But right now, Boris Niles is swinging
It's
up
so
for
annoying.
another 8
Okay,
attacks. So you better
Listen,
make a
no,
call.
no. I'm running up the tall thing because he's afraid of heights. I'm running up this tall tower.
Okay, so you mobile, so you do not draw the opportunity attack. He does you bash back into the door, see the spiral staircase, just booking it up the staircase, 55 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, you fucking smoke up this staircase. Like Oliver can't even believe he's like, Marin from the side sees you dart, immediately takes the cue, backpedals, takes as she is landing, coming down from the flight, takes the rifle out from behind her, reloads it, spending her bonus action, and is going to take one shot. Going to aim for Oliver. That is a natural 20.
Let's go.
Let's go. Kill Oliver. For the
Kill
love
him.
of God.
Murk that guy.
12,
Just like we did
14,
Tash. We get Tash and Oliver in this one
16,
round.
20 damage to Oliver.
Yes.
Get fucked.
Sorry if your name's Oliver.
Sorry, Captain. Shirks that off as Boris urges him onward. And from there, Boris begins to run forward. Knocks the door down, completely shatters it with a lowered shoulder, sees you going up, is going to take the dash action to get up to you. You are 110 feet up of that goddamn staircase already with your doubled move speed. He barely gets up to the second floor. You are up back in Marin's office with the 360-degree lighthouse-style windows all around you. And then as Oliver is about to follow after him, you see that something just like ting. Oliver looks down as the dagger that he was holding is shot out of his hands. And you see borne aloft a couple of riding ants. Henry Vandergelder and Curly Johnson.
Yes!
And
Oh,
Curly
no.
Johnson's rifle is smoking.
Oh no, Curly.
You gotta get out of there! I'm the best sniper Emporia, Tennessee, but I don't kill nobody! Blue poles! Henry, I have made no such promise! Slams down in front of Oliver and starts engaging Oliver.
Oh no.
Oliver
Henry,
faces
no.
off against Henry. Henry stands 5 feet taller than Oliver, bearing down on top of him, quite literally. So sorry. Okay, 2 attacks coming from Henry on Oliver. First attack is a 15 to miss Oliver as the flail bashes into the mud. Oliver rolls out of the way. The second attack following up is a 22 to hit and is effective. That is going to deal on the backswing 12 more damage to Oliver. He takes it hard in the ribs. Oliver is now bloodied.
Woo! Fuck him.
Okay. Oliver responds. He is going to first. Hey, actually, Oliver's effed against Henry one-on-one like that. So what Oliver is going to do, Oliver disengages as a bonus action, ducks between Henry's legs, also follows inside, and takes the hide action. Does beat Henry's passive perception. Henry loses track of Oliver. Henry runs back in after him. After Oliver, it is the guards. Henry is unfortunately smack dab in the middle of an absolute barrage and is the only target besides Marin. Henry is going to take several attacks.
Oh no.
Henry!
Okay,
That's bad.
Henry is shot
Can I
bad.
spirit shield him? Can I spirit shield him?
Up in the top window, what's the range on Spirit Shield?
60 feet.
It's
You are out of
too
range
far.
to be able to Spirit Shield Henry from down there. Henry is going to not only take 2 hits, a third hit is a natural 20.
Oh my god.
Henry really gets lit up a little bit. Let's see how much damage this is going to be.
This why?
Henry takes 30 damage.
Ooh, Henry.
Henry has 10 temporary HP, so that drops to 20.
Great.
He's still doing pretty okay. Marin is also going to take some shots. Bunch of shots. Let me see. Every soldier badly misses Marin. One of them botches, and you see one guy's musket explode and kill him. Straight up, just explodes.
Good.
Oh,
Amazing.
Good.
great.
Just one idiot. Back up to the
That's
top,
amazing.
Zaza. You are up in the top. You hear thundering footsteps as Boris is stomping after you. He is probably about, if I am thinking correctly, 15 versus 30 feet up. He is probably a dash action away from getting up to you.
Okay, so can I do anything to perceive where the scariest place is to like stand or hang out in this room?
Are you trying to make an intimidation check? You like want him to see you? Or are you trying to
I
hide?
want him. Well, I want to play a mind game with him. He hates heights, so I want to fuck him up somehow.
Do you want to break some windows?
Yeah, I want to break some windows.
Okay, you go ahead and make an attack on the windows. Just roll a d20.
Okay. Great. I'm gonna break all the windows.
Oh my God.
20. Okay. Rolling. 17.
17.
Yeah.
Okay. You just like the wind intensifies up in this open lighthouse now.
Oh, can I like blast the roof off or something?
You want to
How?
destroy the roof?
I don't know. Somehow, I just want to
Do
make
you
it
have any
extra
kind of
scary.
magical area of attack or anything that could do that? Any kind of thunder spell or anything?
I don't have spells.
All right, I think that's
I
probably
just
going to
have
be
brute force.
that's going to be outside your purview. The ceiling
can't,
isn't
like,
such that you can hold it and touch it.
Acrobat kick it.
The roof?
Go ahead and make an unarmed attack right now.
Oh
Natasha.
my god.
How do I do that?
Roll a. You can make it a regular attack. Just make an attack.
Oh wait, unarmed attack. Unarmed.
No, just
Oh
a
my god,
regular.
a nat 20! A nat
Oh my god, she
Oh
fucking
my
did.
god.
The fuck?
Fucking did.
Oh my
She
god.
did it.
Shut.
Why would
George,
you
just
call
say
me shot again, George? Stop doing
What?
the sick of the hero.
George, keep doing this.
It's
That has
also-
to be on the bingo
it's
card.
also
George
a
regrets making a
28.
call.
George, stick of the
Oh.
heroes.
My god.
I'm gonna make a bingo sheet.
That's so funny.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
If it needs to be a 30, we know what you use that thing on, Hannah.
Zaza gets up to the top of the lighthouse, axe in hand, and just starts like link swinging around this room. And the wooden supports that make up the beam between each window just are felled with each swing of the axe. And as it happens, one side gives out as the support slides off the roof. The whole thing gives way. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, Zaza, in your rage-filled swing.
Okay.
You have advantage on this.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, I have advantage. So 14 was the first one. 15. Or no, 18.
18. You
Yeah.
just barely, with a DC 17, avoid 24 bludgeoning damage, which would have been 12 anyway. As the roof slams back down, hits the middle roof, blasts through the roof of like the lower floors, because this little tunnel, this little tower is like kind of sticking out of like the more proper house. Absolutely shatters. I'm going to make a dexterity saving throw as the supports that hold the staircase jerk. I just botched for Boris. Boris
Oh my god.
is thrown off the spiral staircase as it jerks. He only falls 30 feet, but he does take 9 fall damage from that.
Yeah.
And his position is reset to the bottom floor.
He's not frightened.
He is not frightened. He is furious, if anything.
That didn't scare the shit out of him and make him want to go home.
Yeah.
No, it
I mean, you sure? He just saw this hyena blow the roof of the White House. With
go
a
ahead and make an
swing.
intimidation check. Go ahead and make an intimidation check.
With
Oh my
a
God,
link
please.
swing.
Please, please. I think I have luck points, by the way.
Oh yeah, it's a new day.
She says. Well, she didn't long rest technically. She
Yeah.
was in
Oh
a
wait,
hazy
sorry. I'm
prodigy
13.
phase.
I'm 13.
A 13? Okay. I was going to say you need to beat a 25. Okay, so unfortunately, that it is insane, and you've created this crazy open-topped area up here. Marin is going to take more shots at Oliver. Oliver is gone. Oliver is nowhere there. She's going to take some shots at the guards.
Wow.
2 blackjacks fall as she takes full cover behind the now ruined part of the tower. My house! Reloading. Then we go back to Boris. He is going to take a dash action to get up the now difficult terrain staircase. He is then going to take another dash action using an action surge to get all the way to the top floor.
At least he's wasting them though, right?
Yeah.
He gets to the
Better.
top.
This is the end of the line, Shekel. No more.
He beats his chest. You see some kind of aura around him, almost imperceptible. It's like he's giving off heat. He gains temporary HP equivalent to 15. And you see the blade begin to twinkle with this crystalline, precise light. He is gearing up for some extremely potent attacks with advantage. Henry, on the bottom floor, gets behind full cover from all the shooting soldiers. Where are you, scum? Show yourself! Gonna make a perception check to try to find. Does not find Oliver. Looks around very intensely. Oliver drops out of the rafters. Stabs Henry in the back. Gonna make the attack with advantage. That's gonna be a 22 to hit Henry, which does indeed hit him. That is gonna be 6d6 damage for Henry.
Oh my God, Henry.
Henry, get out.
Henry takes 26 more damage. Oliver is going to leave that area. Henry is going to take a wild opportunity attack swing. Natural 20.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around for a second. I was like, no.
Nope, Henry on the
we're good,
opportunity
we're good.
attack gets the nat 20.
Yes.
He is also going to reduce that damage by 10. He gets 10 HP back off of that.
Let's go.
He is going to deal that attack now. That is going to be 9, 16 more damage to Oliver as he gets absolutely clocked. Oliver's looking bad. Ugh! He disappears into the shadows again. Gonna make a stealth check.
Botch.
But Henry follows, ripping over the kitchen right after him, fully still on his tail. The guards don't know what to do. They all start approaching, running towards the house, storming the gates. They're not quite there yet. Zaza's relatives in skeletal form bust out of the bushes and take 2 blackjacks in. A bunch of skeletons just pop up out of the ground. 5 of the blackjacks see these skeletons pull out of the bushes and break ranks and run. Zaza, it is your turn, waiting at the top as Boris is head directly face to face with you.
Okay. Zaza is going to charge him, grapple him, and we're gonna both go into the water.
Okay. He's gearing up. He's got the shield. He's got his sword bent on the shield, and you just in this open top lighthouse. Go ahead and make an athletics check with advantage.
Athletics check with advantage.
He is going to roll an opposed athletics check.
It's gonna be tough.
Don't forget,
You
you
have
have
to
to add your
beat-
plus 2.
25. Oh, wait,
No.
plus 2?
27.
27.
which easily beats his 18. This is not a saving throw,
Oh
so
my
he cannot
God.
use an ability to succeed instead. And you just and you sail off this 100-foot tower. I'm going to make right now a charisma saving throw for Boris Niles. Let's actually, should this be a wisdom save? I think this should be a wisdom saving throw. It's going to be a wisdom save, which is much better for him, unfortunately. I'm sorry. He's going to make a wisdom saving throw to avoid immediately being struck with fear as he feels himself falling, hurtling through the air. He should have hit ground already. But he steels himself and instead just grits his teeth for the impact. You're both going to take 9d10 fall damage. Or d6.
No,
D6.
mine's half. Mine's half.
Yours is half. That is right.
Okay.
You
You
could spirit
and you're
shield yourself.
slamming
And I'll
into
have
the
a cure.
water,
Well, you-
technically.
Maybe if you want. We'll see.
You're actually
it is.
slamming into the water, so because it's not full ground, we're going to have this fall damage across the board. So this is going to be, we'll say it's going to be 5d6 instead of the 9. I rolled very high. You guys hit a big rock. 25 fall damage, halved to 12 for you, but Boris takes the full 25. He is now in water, which gives him disadvantage on attacks with the weapon he is using. Because it is not any kind of like underwater attuned weapon, he does not have a swim speed. This is nuts.
Wait, I'm on top of him, right? So he's like my cushion. Do I have to take that much damage?
Yes, you are still impacting, if anything, on his hard armor. So
Yeah,
you are going to
you
still
hit armor at that
you are still
speed
going to take
instead.
12 damage. But that is one of your 2 attacks, and you are still in the water. If you would like, you can make an attack.
He's
honestly-
grappled, right?
He is grappled.
Okay, wait. So I have the Mantis Gauntlets on, which while you're grappling a creature, that creature takes 1d4 piercing damage at the
He
beginning.
will at the beginning of his
Okay.
turn. And his
Okay.
turn, that's right.
Just so you know. And I think I just want to like stab him in the head.
Okay, with the great axe?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can't use your great axe because it's a 2-handed weapon. And you're
No,
already
I'm
holding
not.
the
Okay,
one.
my scimitar. Do I have my scimitar?
Yep.
Let's
You
stab
pull
him
that
in the
magic
head.
scimitar out, which you've been hanging on to. Go
Yeah.
ahead and roll that attack.
Yeah.
How
Okay,
many
that's
weapons
30,
is
20.
Zaza holding on to?
So wait, did
Yeah.
you roll straight roll?
It's an 11 plus 9.
Okay,
She
are
did roll
you
straight
gonna reckless attack?
Well, it's Pearl
Why?
Scimitar. I think it might.
Does it
Why?
give you?
I don't know if
think
she's
it's just
attuned
Joey's.
to it.
It
though.
says martial finesse like critical hit on a 19 or 20.
Okay.
You hit a creature with the
I just
scimitar.
wasn't sure
Yes.
if it was a swim.
It's the rapier that gives a swim speed, which Joey
Yeah.
has.
Yeah, that's true.
Zaza, I need you to either reckless attack to make that attack go, or I need you to roll
Roll
at
with
disadvantage
disadvantage.
because you are underwater.
I'm gonna reckless attack because I feel good about it.
Okay, what's that number?
20.
20.
That is a miss.
Wait, but doesn't she get to roll twice? No.
No,
Never mind.
the grapple
Because
is one
that
attack.
canceled the.
The taking
what?
over is a 20 is a miss against.
You're
Boris's
underwater, so
AC.
it's harder to make attacks,
Oh,
which
should I have
means
not done that? Damn it.
Are
Well, no.
George-
You. A reckless attack is good because Boris has advantage but disadvantage, so he's already got stats canceling. So it would have been a straight roll no matter what. So that's what you did was good.
Okay.
Okay. So Zaza, you
George,
get him
are
under the
they-
water, slams into the surf. What's up, Hannah?
Are they sinking?
It's not very deep. It's like 10 feet deep.
But he's under the water and I'm holding him down.
Yeah, you guys are both underwater right now, 100%. Marin sees you guys both go under the surf. She's going to take 2 more shots at soldiers. She smokes 2 soldiers so quick, and there are now skeletons jumping out. All the blackjack soldiers break ranks and run.
Let's go.
The blackjack
Yes.
soldiers are halved. I'm gonna roll a quick morale check to see if the most elite soldiers stay. They fucking don't. They are out of
Let's
there.
go. Let's go.
Yeah. And your relatives just like chase the last of the blackjacks out. They can't like kill anybody, but they're trying to look as scary as possible. That is it for Marin. Boris is now going to take 4 attacks at a straight roll. First attack is a 24.
And he takes the 1d4 damage.
He takes the 1d4 damage. He takes all 4 of that.
Every
Nice.
little bit counts.
Every little bit counts. 4 attacks. First one is a 24 to hit. Second one is a 27 to hit. Next one is a 16, which I think is a miss.
Miss.
And next one is less than that. He only hits you twice.
Great.
What is your HP at currently?
76, but I'm gonna spirit shield myself.
Okay. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
With advantage because of rage? Is it strength and con saves
No.
at advantage?
No.
Wait, no? No?
No.
Oh,
No,
it's 11.
It's that first one.
11. Okay.
I'm a mummy lord.
When the sword cuts you underwater,
My God.
you feel something strange. You are back in that shadowy plane underneath the surf, completely underwater. I'm actually going to cut some of these sounds out. Sorry, readjusting. Underneath the surf, Boris moves in almost slow motion. You feel your hand lose its grip.
No.
And then all of a sudden you see your body go limp.
No.
And something moves off of your body and gathers. In a pommel on Boris's sword. Your hit points are reduced to 0, and you are dead.
No, but I'm already dead.
Except that you're already dead.
Yeah.
Boris's sword shatters.
What? What?
Fuck around and find out. Bitch.
Underwater. Make a wisdom save with advantage.
Okay. Wisdom save.
I mean, is she still at 0 hit points though? Because
You are back up to the previous amount of hit points. All of what was gathering in the pommel of the sword
Dirty
shoots
20.
back into your body. Dirty 20?
Yeah.
Okay, we are going to end on this. Deep in the water, you hear clear as day. Deep in the water, 2 little white pinpricks of light, as if a light is cast on a shadowy form that you see looks just like you.
I am the beginning, and you are the end. Zaza, my namesake.
Boris is like stunned through the water. The moment has stopped. Shadowy visage everywhere. As you see, they're almost like it's just like suddenly telescopically like folds in. This figure's right in front of you, staring at you. Looks exactly like you, but with a much older and mature countenance. A little smile, but like faint and almost a little detached.
From divine we begin, and infernal we end. Guardians of our line. There is more work to be done, but the first step has been taken. A great evil has been banished from this place.
You see a close-up of the sword fractaling out and dissolving in the water, and little purple lights from the other shattered gems disappear out, flying off. Joey, miles and miles away,
I'm so proud of you. I love you.
your mother's voice.
You too.
As her soul is freed from the sword. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
George!
All right. Thank you all so much for joining us this crazy evening. We are in the middle of combat. We will return next week to finish Zaza and Boris's underwater fight and resolve what the fuck is happening.
Oh my.
All right. Anybody have anything fun that they want to plug?
My show.
Please, Natasha, tell us about Tree.
God.
I'm doing my solo show, Tree, 5 times over June, and I want to pack the first 2 performances are on June 7th and June 9th at 7 p.m. If you have any friends, tell them to go. Okay. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Anybody else? All right, I will just
next
say,
week.
I will say, take a listen to Hero Club podcast. If you're not caught up on our stuff, Brand's Bargain is releasing now, and the finale comes out next Tuesday, and it is fucking crazy. The finale is going to be one of the craziest things we've ever done. It's basically an hour of encounter, and it is, from what I've been told, because I honestly haven't even gotten into the edit yet, it is absolutely bonkers. So before I give anything away, I will shut my mouth. I will also say, hey, this is just a little self-plug. I am doing currently a show on TikTok and Snapchat, mostly on TikTok, called Table Tips. Give it a follow on TikTok if you're around. It's just homebrew rule breakdowns, class breakdowns, a whole bunch of stuff. It's going really, really great so far. Would love to see you guys on the page and making noise and stuff. And besides that, we will just see you next Tuesday for this goddamn mess. All right, everybody have a good night.
Oh my
Goodbye.
God. Bye.